Welcome in. Let's go. Let's go. Second stream of the day, and it is going to be Ravens at the Packers, a battle of backup quarterbacks. Thank you for coming over and joining us right there. We got so many friends coming in. Mike Beachman, the Curtis family, Kolya, hello. Thank you. Nanny Pooh Bear, James Fay, thank you. Fittabetto, Freedom Alley, thank you. Debbie Bernfeld, the mayor, thank you. Main Street Nick, hello, buddy. Welcome in. No, you don't need that at all, Nick. Jason Thibodeau, welcome in. Thank you, thank you. I want to order some French fries or something. I'm kind of hungry. Thinking I want something. Some good fries. Who has the best fries? Jeff Connon, hello. Have to run out for a few. He'll be back soon. Hello. P&W coming over. Bad calls happen. It's part of the game. Nanny Pooh Bear, hello. Baltimore's the only one left with a potential, and it's an outside potential. Way outside. So there you go. Jacksonville's playing really well right now. They're highlighting them.
When the plays are available down the field, he takes them. If not, he checks it down or uses his feet. But the other thing, more importantly, is his conviction. He's got a great look in his eye. He just cuts that ball loose, playing with a lot of confidence. Years ago,
Lee Hamilton, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Thinking I want fries or something like to snack on like that. I don't know. Nico the Greco, welcome in, buddy. Let me ask Preston if we have any chips and dip. Can you check and see if we have any hell of a good dip to go with chips? Maybe I could snack on that. Main Street Nick in the house, everybody.
And now this defense is saying, we create turnovers in the playoffs. We got Josh Allen on offense. We're going to be a bad group. Sims, what do you think about another quarterback in the AFC? Hey, he used to be the baddest man on the planet. And you know who that is? That's Aaron Rodgers. And he still got some game in him. John D. Rodgers, he can still do stuff like this. We see him move bootlegs. The arm is still real at 40-something years old. But he will not have DK Metcalf. They're playing D. They're running the ball. But they're going to have to deal with a really good Cleveland Browns defense and a guy named Myles Garrett.
That's right. No DK Metcalf. Forgot about that. He got suspended.
Away from breaking the record. And who says he can't do it against Pittsburgh? We want to just take you back into time. Remember this? Michael Strahan setting the record in 01?
I was standing right there. It was about 20 feet away from Strahan right there. Favre took a dive. Strahan got it. Let it to the half line.
20 years later, guys, it was T.J. Watt tying Strahan with the sack here against Tyler Huntley.
T.J. Watt's the man.
Which helps.
T.J. Watt. Now Myles Garrett could break the record.
Had a tombstone in his front yard. You guys see he does this for Halloween, right? The guy that he has not sacked, Aaron Rodgers. And we'll see whether.
Wow, that's the one guy he hasn't sacked, Rodgers.
All right, we welcome back in Mike Florio. He may or may not have gotten home. And let's talk about what's going on with the Ravens superstar quarterback. Lamar Jackson obviously out, was injured his back. But like we said, this week has been a rough one. And
let's see what they're going to say about Lamar.
Coming out from the Baltimore Sun, what's the latest from the locker room to the organization on the future with Lamar Jackson?
Well, and we look at the big picture here. He's been in the NFL 8 years now. He's never had an agent, and that creates chronic communications issues between player and team. It took years to negotiate his current contract. And it makes sense because the football player focuses on football. The agent focuses on business. If you're trying to do both, it's going to take some time. And the agent's also a buffer for any issues that may come up, some difficult issues that may need to be discussed. He doesn't have that. And that is added to this sense, especially in a down year, multiple injuries. Is this simmer that's kind of been there for a while inching toward a boil? Nobody knows what Lamar wants because he doesn't talk to anybody. What do the Ravens want? Nobody knows that at this point either. But here's the reality. If they would want to trade him, he was available 3 years ago as a franchise tag player. 2 first-round picks could have had him. Nobody was interested. 3 years later, 3 years older, 3 years more banged up. Whoever would trade for him is going to have to give the Ravens something significant and then inherit those same communications issues. So it could be either side or both would want to change, but there's no one out there that may be willing to enter the situation the Ravens have been in.
All right, obviously we'll learn more as the season comes to an end. Thanks, Mike Florio, Pro Football Talk. The guy who's not here today is Matthew Berry. He will be back with us tomorrow, but for now he did say
Malik Willis will be the quarterback for the Green Bay Packers tonight.
and he's going to go with the Packers quarterback Malik Willis to have at least 30 rushing yards tonight.
DraftKings Sportsbook is the place to bet touchdowns and all customers.
Aaron, welcome in.
Touchdown Parlay Boost. Download the app and use promo code Peacock when you sign up.
Team Incredido in the house with us tonight.
DraftKings Week 17 Peacock exclusive.
Keep pounding that like. We got 100 people in here, only 34 likes.
In the thick of the playoff race here, Jay. Now, I expect the Ravens to rely on the run-heavy offense.
Anna Molina, hello. Welcome back.
They've been reeling of late, but they're looking to turn things around and head into the postseason on a hot streak. DraftKings Sportsbook is the place to bet on touchdowns. All customers can get an NFL touchdown profit boost. Just download the app. Use the promo code when you sign up.
I was born with wings, but psoriasis swooped in to clip them. Now, with BALvsGB, I'm
Mandy Mary in with us. Kate's in with us.
Targets and blocks IL-17A plus F to calm inflammation.
Most people got 100% fair skin, some for the first dose.
Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections and lowered ability to fight them, liver problems, and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough occur, or you've had a vaccine or plan to. Before starting, get checked.
Oh, frustrating before a game when you know you're probably out of it. It's tough.
Clear skin with BALvsGB.
Ask your dermatologist about BALvsGB.
This holiday, Verizon's got the craziest deal ever. 4 iPhone 17 Pros, all on them. No kidding it if you're naughty.
Get 4 iPhone 17 Pros on us. No trade-in needed. Plus 4 lines for $25 a line. Get a large stuffed crust crust for $9.49 from Little Caesars. It has delicious breadcrumbs.
$9.49. That's a cheap price for a pizza.
You read my mind. Get the lowest price in stuffed crust for only $9.49. Little Caesars is the real deal. Pizza.
You have money, and you don't have money, and then you have money again, and you don't have money, you have money. And when you, my point is, sometimes you realize when you eat that, I worry about all this stuff, When you're my age, you start to try to plan. Listen, I'll take care of things for the rest of my life.
Francisco, welcome in. It's Kyle, welcome in. How you doing? Welcome in tonight. Miss Thibodeau gifting a membership to Johnny Boy. Mr. Thibodeau gifted a membership to JF Nofi. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Thibodeau, for blessing the channel, myself and Preston, and Happy New Year to you.
Looks like we're working. We'll get them at halftime. Only pay for what you need. Lowe's knows tackling projects now means you can football Sunday. We need a new fridge.
This one has
Football Sunday.
More ice than me.
4 kinds of ice, actually.
Gonna need a bigger bucket. Like this one?
Do you always have 2 bucket chains?
I do.
Ravens still have a minimal outside chance of winning the division. Minimal.
Rushed for a little over 1,200 yards so far this season. Is 4th in the NFL in rushing. Listen, we've got still the NFC South to be decided, and that race continues between Panthers and the Buccaneers. Carolina would clinch the division with the win against Seattle, and a Tampa Bay loss to Miami. But if the Bucs win, winner take all between these 2 squads.
Panthers and the Bucs going at it for the division. Ace, welcome in. Everybody, make sure you're hitting that like. We're at 40 of them. We need a hundo or more.
In the race for the NFC 1 seed. And 1 week ago today, Chicago mounted with that crazy comeback to beat the Packers in overtime. And Tony Dungy spoke with their head coach, Ben Johnson.
Coach Johnson, how in the world did you guys win that game?
Yeah, shoot.
It's all 3 phases coming through and making big plays for us out in the clutch. We're never out until the clock hits 000. Those guys just piggyback one after another. It was awesome to witness.
Momentum is a big deal.
I think our guys handled the pressure best football is needed and called upon, that's when they rise to the occasion.
Jerry Sanford, welcome in. Happy holidays to you.
Physical, tough-minded, and tough-bodied group as a team. Our physicality shows up, and our guys, they play a relentless style of football. Hopefully that jumps out on tape week in and week out.
Going deep. Touchdown Bears! It's over at Soldier Field.
We got 2 big games coming up here down the stretch.
Jerry Sanford hitting us up for $4.99. It is a character laughing out loud with tears in their eyes.
Then they got some really strong leaders on the team that's carried them, but so has Ben Johnson, Jason Garrett. Let's talk about
That's Jerry's fifth super on a live stream. Nice job.
I cannot be more impressed with Ben Johnson.
Thank you, Jerry, for blessing myself and Preston and the channel.
Guru in the NFL the last few years, but he understands the difference between being a play caller and being the guy who's the head coach. It's about winning, not accumulating yards. And it started with how they built the team. Let's go get some offensive linemen. Let's be a running team first. Take pressure off our young quarterback. Help our defense and play winning football. They're plus 21.
Find the fun. How you doing?
So his transition from this guru play caller to a legit head coach in the NFL, really.
You need a Ravens to win so Garrett can get the record on Rodgers. Okay.
Psychos in a good way. They're all ball all the time, but the ultimate code crackers too. That's how I look at them. All these bells and whistles in the run game that keep you off, but once they start to feel what a defense is doing and showing some tendencies, nobody's better than these two than exposing it and drawing up a game plan to make big plays. And I'm really impressed with what Ben Johnson and of course Shanahan does.
Yeah, let's talk.
Seeing the turkey legs, you're walking in, pop in and hit a like. I'm all about hitting the like, so we need to get to triple digits. Good to see you, buddy. Dean, welcome in. Dean will be a guest on the channel next week.
Philip Rivers struggled to throw the ball downfield a week ago.
I haven't seen it yet, Mike.
So I get worried. How can they
Siri, what's the temperature in Green Bay, Wisconsin?
That's a big difference.
In Green Bay,
37.
it's 37 degrees.
We know that we're going to see San Francisco and
37 degrees.
He's on IR with an ankle injury, but he's going to join Jack, Tony, and Rodney at Levi Stadium tomorrow night during Football Night in America. So you can hear firsthand from him what's working for the 49ers. All right, let's get back to Green Bay and let's go on the field presented by Hyundai, where Catherine Titus spoke with Josh Jacobs.
Josh, you guys have already clinched a playoff spot, but what is the mindset with 2 games remaining in the regular season as you make that push for the postseason?
We still trying to play our best ball. You know, we trying to go into the playoffs, you know, swinging, playing our best ball. And, you know, we don't feel like we're all the way there yet. We know what's that.
Nemad, what's up, brother? How are you?
So we want to come out here and see how we match up.
Malik Willis will be your starting.
I'm trying to stay warm. I got a heater going before me. We shared your commercial just on the last stream, actually. Everybody should know our friend Art by Nemad, great artist.
I mean, he's a special player, man. I've been saying this since last year.
Kyle, I'm at the All-Stars watching your stream since they don't have Peacock. Well, I'm glad you're with us. And you're on property. That's a great thing.
To walk you through how the Texans got a victory over.
That is a great thing.
Their playoff berth. That's coming up next.
Dupixent helps you stay ahead of moderate to severe eczema with clear skin, less itch. The #1 prescribed by a lot of
there's a ton of people live tonight.
Dupixent helps heal your skin from within. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face.
Pete, did you guys get the snow? No, we haven't got it. It's warm around us.
Worsening eye problems like
60 degrees the other day. It's cold tonight, but it was warm the other day. We're not getting any snow at all. The upper Midwest is about to get pounded. Parks are busy tonight. I believe it.
Looking hot. Is that drizzle?
I believe it. They're crazy. Take it forever to get a cheeseburger egg roll.
Pizzas for $9.99. Only at Dom.
Dom. Who knows?
This game just got a lot more interesting. And if you don't have the right home coverage, you let the pitcher save his goodbye. Let's go beat it.
Where are we at? It's 8 o'clock game, so we're 6 minutes. 6 minutes from the start. 6 minutes from the start. We will be featuring, along with Katie Phillips, Mr. Nemad is a featured artist for our channel for the entire year for our charity events. He is a great artist. His art hangs behind me on the wall. Check out Art by Nemad. over on Instagram, right there on Instagram. Check it out. He's a good man.
Your community is your story. For keeping a skate camp rolling, for artists preserving tradition through art, for saving toward
We are waiting on it. 6 minutes, 5 minutes to game time, everybody. 5 minutes.
self-expression thrives. Here, money moves away to
Everybody's watching this game with a little bit of intensity.
and without barriers, made for ease and built for everyone. So support can flow as freely as your stories. Because strong communities don't just happen, they're built moment by moment, meal by meal, one small exchange.
All right, let's go with these commercials. They're putting me to sleep.
Keep investing in each other, your passions, your stories. Our greatest currency is community. And with Cash App, your money moves further than ever. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why we're listening to this over a car commercial, but okay.
Every Monday and Tuesday, ENBO is on NBC and Peacock. NBA Monday, NBA Coast to Coast Tuesday in prime time. Every week.
All right, let me get that fixed. Sorry about that. I thought that was done.
All right, getting you ready for some Saturday night football. Tyler Huntley, the 2020 undrafted free agent, making his first ever start at Lambeau, and Malik Willis, the 2022 third-round pick by Tennessee in his second season with Green Bay, getting his first start of the season. All right, the Texans taking on the Chargers. This was your afternoon Saturday action. We start with C.J. Stroud. Texans looking to clinch, and they got off to a strong start.
Yeah, took advantage right here of a Chargers playing aggressive defense coverage-wise, and Jaden Higgins, rookie out of Iowa State, touchdown, and they're on the board early.
Yeah, what's that? I don't know, like Santa bringing in some toys. The next Houston drives Stroud again.
All right, you found Jaden. Now find Jalen. Iowa State teammates. The Texans, the first 15 plays, they drew up shots, and they hit on those shots early.
Yeah, the first
There we go.
5 yards, the second for 43.
All taken care of.
Quarter with the Chargers down 10, but not out.
It was a struggle.
Just a couple minutes till game time, everybody.
Making it a one-score game.
They did miss the extra point there, but then the Texans with the ball in just over 2 minutes. And Stroud is sacked.
Yeah, they would have to heavily run. Welcome to Packers 2015.
Contact downfield of Tarheem. Still, I don't love some of these calls in this moment here, right? Looks like it's a little just bumping. Either way.
The line for Mine Train was down to Dumbo. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, so Houston clinches.
It depends on the scheduling, Alamania. I'd like to.
History to make the playoffs after starting.
Depends on the scheduling. You got World Baseball Classic going on and a bunch of other stuff. I got to see what's all going on, but yes, I'd like to.
First overall scoring defense and total defense. Now let's go to the all-say good hands moment. Chris Sims, and it's another great day for that Texans team.
I love this defense. Devin McCourty, I'm over here talking about defense, all right? You know I love this Houston Texans defense. It's the best in football. They got everything at all three levels. Fast linebackers, they can get to the quarterback with the front four, and they got people that can cover on the back end. There's Daniil Hunter, sack. Oh, there's Danico Autry, strip sack. So 4 guys can get there, 7 in coverage. They blitz occasionally. Then we got Derek Barnett getting a sack.
I'm talking about the Houston game still.
Derek Barnett again, getting a big sack in a big moment. This Houston defense has been unstoppable all year long, and they are
still watching commercials in the background, so they haven't even come in with anything yet. Sub it up if you're new. We're getting ready to rock this party here.
And I love the trust that these guys play with. The rush is going to get there, so the secondary plays aggressive. They're ready to break on the ball, get interceptions. And if anything leaks out, those linebackers, Tolan and Shahir, they're so fast. They're running it down. And when they get there, they're making sure you remember them by delivering.
Yeah, they're the best defense in football.
Is this game showing in Denver? I haven't. If it's on Peacock, that's all I know. I mean, that's where it's at. Anybody can watch it on Peacock. You're more than welcome to hang with us, though. Lila, hello, welcome back.
that this guy's Superman, just not enough today against that defense.
Yeah, and doing it behind an injury-riddled offensive line. Meanwhile, listen, they have their playoff berth, and we see that Denver, with that win by the Texans, they clinched the AFC West. But what does that all mean for the AFC South? That's where we welcome in Steve Kornacki to break it down.
Yeah, Maria. Well, that win
AFC South
eliminates Indianapolis from playoff contention, but the Colts do loom large in this AFC South race. Both the Jags and the Texans will play the Colts in the final 2 weeks. The Jags right now with the leg up for the division title. They will get Indianapolis tomorrow if they can win that, and then if they
absolutely. Thank you. Welcome to the channel. Good to see you, Lone Likey.
And if they were to get
and Happy New Year to you.
Dropping a game to the Chargers and
our screen will change at the start of the game. I'm waiting for them to kick over. I'm still watching a bunch of garbage commercials in the background here.
Or Tennessee to do it next week, because if the Texans can beat the Colts in Week 18 and the Jags drop one of these games, Houston is going to have the tiebreaker. Houston would win the AFC South. Houston would get a home game, all after starting the season 0-3.
Steve Kornacki playing that big board like a piano, like his little Peanuts character. That was so cute. Let's see tonight's picks and see who leads.
Thinking about going to the All-Star game. Cool.
63% of you are going with the fact I am by myself. Okay, that's fine. I've done this before. It is a must-win game for the Baltimore Ravens. They're playing without Lamar Jackson, Tyler Huntley. Snoop Huntley will get the start. The Packers are still in the fight, though, for the NFC North. We're going to see Noah Eagle, Todd Blackledge, Catherine Tappan on the call, and you're also going to see Malik Willis in his first start of the season. And Josh Jacobs already said, trying to get a
nice. Hello, Amy. Welcome in.
Big day tonight, my lead. Big night. We will see you at halftime. Enjoy your Saturday night nightcap.
Spanish language audio provided by Telemundo Deportes.
Telemundo Deportes.
Peacock. At the Big Screen Store, all unsold Black Friday overstocks are marked down. You could save thousands. Our warehouse is jam-packed with the best TVs, home theater seating.
Just waiting on them to get through these commercials. Hey, you guys, we got 115 people in here. I only got 55 of those ridiculous YouTube likes. Can you help me out and get me up near 100, please? Would take you guys nothing. If everybody hits the like, we're over 100 in a heartbeat. Blink of an eye, bang, we're at 100.
Come on. We're still talking about this? You can't get a second chance with anything. Okay, BetMGM, you can. Lock in the second chance offer for football all season long. BetMGM Sportsbook. Make it legendary.
The year-end sales event starts now at JBA Chevrolet. Drive your Chevy Equinox for just $249.
JBA Chevrolet.
For just $329 a month. Plus, buy with 0% financing. And our prices always include freight. Enjoy a fast, easy buying experience. Get year-end savings now on hundreds of new in-stock Chevys. Start your purchase online at jbachevrolet.com. JBA Chevrolet, Ritchie Highway, Glen Burnie.
At the Big Screen Store, our prices beat Best Buy.
Jeffrey, welcome in. Happy holidays to you. The bots are out tonight, huh? Bots are out there all over tonight.
The Big Screen Store.
Let's get going. It's after 8. Thank you, Jeffrey, for hitting the like button. It helps. Get over 100 likes, all of a sudden you can get a real good share out. So they still haven't changed over backstage yet. So happy holidays, Jeffrey.
Two teams that could really use a win. It's the Green Bay Packers looking to fight for their lives in the NFC North, led by quarterback Malik Willis, making his third start as a Packer. Take on Derrick Henry in a
Derrick Henry
Ravens team on the Peacock holiday exclusive. So glad you could join us. Welcome to Green Bay. Noah Eagle.
I think after Henry sitting out part of the last game, you're going to see a big dose of Henry tonight. Big dose of Henry.
Still have a chance
to win the NFC North with a couple of wins and a couple.
What do you guys think? Big dose of Henry tonight?
Right now, they've got to win out, and they've got to hope that they can get a Pittsburgh loss this week. And both of these teams looking for a big victory will have to do with backup quarterbacks. Malik Willis on one side, and you've got Snoop Huntley on the other side.
And both these guys are very capable. They both have
Huntley.
won games for the respective teams. Both have similar skill sets. They can make plays with their arm and with their legs. But I would expect both teams to still lean heavily on the run game, not try to put too much pressure on their new quarterbacks. That's
of course they're going to run tonight.
Which defense can effectively stop the run and force a lot of true passing situations where they can affect the quarterback with pressures and disguising coverages.
It is Willis versus Huntley, and it is the Ravens versus the Packers. Two teams that could badly use the victory. The Ravens fighting for their playoff lives. The Packers fighting to stay alive in the NFC North. And we've got
Packers already have their playoff berth. Blake, what's up, buddy? Welcome in.
Doug.
Imagine if we could tell everyone here that Liberty Mutual customized
Limu, Emu, and Doug.
Oh, what's this? A fan has run out onto the field and he's not wearing pants.
Diverse knee pants?
And the control room sensitive. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. This is Fresh Bet. Here, there are no fillers, no spray on flavors, no compromises. Just
Should be a couple minutes from going here.
packed with fresh meat and healthy veggies. Because real fresh food belongs in everybody's bowl.
Rinser, welcome back in.
Just a little something for the yard.
With the U.S. Bank Smartly Visa Signature Card, you can earn an unlimited 2% cash.
Peyton Manning buying a bunch of decorations.
For cash back.
DraftKings Week 17 kickoff exclusive preview of the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Both teams in the thick of the playoff race here, Jay. Now, I expect the Ravens to rely on their run-heavy offense in a must-win matchup. Meanwhile, the Packers, they've been reeling of late, but they're looking to turn things around and head into the postseason on a hot streak.
Welcome in, Jack.
It's the place to bet on touchdowns. All customers can get the NFL touchdown profit boost. Just download the app. It's the promo code when you sign up.
Yes, happy holidays to everybody. All right, come on. We got to be done these commercials. Let's go.
Get watching, get hungry, get game day deals all season on Uber Eats. Order now in time for kickoff.
All right, Team USA, listen up. We're going to Milan to bring home the biggest prize of all.
Canadian tears.
Exactly. Wait, what? What did Kevin do?
Stuff.
We sure we can't just hug it out?
Winter Olympics coming up. I can't wait.
NBC Sports, home of Super Bowl 60, welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. 37 degrees, feels like 30 here in Green Bay. Your traditional, if not a bit balmy.
37, it feels like 30.
Well, Noah, this is not how either team envisioned lining up for Week 17. Both playing.
That's the same temperature here.
Now for the Ravens, their playoff hopes will rest on the shoulders of backup Tyler Huntley, who began the season as Baltimore's third-string quarterback. Now he has played in 4 games and is 1-0 in his only start this season. A Week 8 win against the Bears. John Harbaugh insists the game plan remains the same with Huntley. For the Packers, Jordan Love is out with a concussion, so Malik Willis.
Jordan Love out with a concussion. As soon as I get the game, I will flip my screen.
In the mix to win the NFC North. Willis was limited at practice on Tuesday, sat out Wednesday with flu symptoms, and was limited again on.
Yeah, I'm a much more of a Winter Olympics person.
The Green Bay locker room head coach Matt LaFleur told me moments ago it's 2 guys in, 2 guys out at this point, but Willis started to feel better yesterday and is good to go tonight, guys.
It was a major TBD for both quarterbacks throughout the week to see if Jordan Love might clear the concussion protocol for Matt LaFleur. We know it's at stake for his team playing for the NFC North. With a couple of wins and a couple of Chicago losses, they could clinch the division. As for Baltimore, you're limited with a loss here tonight or Steelers win against Cleveland tomorrow. If you win tonight and Steelers lose tomorrow to the Browns, it'll set up a showdown in the final week of the regular season as we see Jordan Love in the building. And he's used to this pretty weather by now. He can even have a coat over that small sweatshirt. Lamar Jackson, a Florida kid by heart, and showcasing it with the coat and gloves here tonight in Green Bay.
All right, here we go. About ready to kick off.
Malik Willis, who last year filled in beautifully for Jordan Love early in the season.
Ravens get the ball first.
After Baltimore won the toss and elected to receive, Rasheen Ali and LeJontay Wester are back deep to receive this pick from McManus.
Here it comes in 3,
All set for action. Green Bay,
2,
Baltimore.
1.
The Packers look to get back on track. The Ravens looking to do the same after a couple of devastating losses last week. This one will be taken from...
That's a 10, 20. Tackled it to 24. The Ravens will start there. Plymouth Rock, welcome back.
Where this Baltimore offense will begin.
University of Utah. Derrick Henry, Alabama. Power Card, man. Zay Flowers, Boston College. Rashad Bateman.
Tyler Huntley bringing them out.
Bruce, Oklahoma. Ronnie Stanley, Notre Dame. Andrew Voorhees, USC. Tyler Linderbaum, Iowa. Daniel Fowler, Minnesota. Roger Aidengarden, University of Washington.
They are thrilled to have Andrew Voorhees.
Roger, welcome in.
The game last week with a foot injury against New England.
Under center, single back set. Play action, go to throw. Got their tight end, Andrews, gain of 9.
It's a 9-yard pickup.
Gain of 9.
Yes, and Huntley, that's a good, safe call by Todd Monken right out of the gate. Get him a nice completion. You see 4 games this year. He's thrown the ball pretty well. The most important thing has not turned it over. And that's what he's going to have to do. A great job up tonight. Take care of the
Huntley bringing him up to center. Second down and 1. Second and 1. Handoff. Right at the middle. Henry, first down and more. Out to the 45, 46-yard line. I think you're going to see a lot of Henry tonight.
Walker Card now, number 42, this fullback, 300-pounder, 6-time Pro Bowler. He's going to lead you where the football's going. Right up in there, just power football running right at the heart of this Green Bay defense. It's not a very big defensive front. I think they're going to get challenged right away by this powerful Baltimore run game. Okay,
first down and 10. Shotgun handoff straight up the gut. Gain of 3, maybe 4. Eric Williamson, thank you for subscribing. Tony, welcome in.
Keyshawn Nixon, Compton, California. Jacob McKinney, Alabama. Anthony Williams, Oregon. Carrington Valentine, Motor High School.
This Packers defense still over the play.
Second down and 6. Second and 6. Play action, rolls out naked, go to throw. Huntley's going to take off and run. He's going to get the first down. Nice play by Huntley. 73 likes on the board. On our way to 100.
Both these quarterbacks like to run the bootleg. Good play fake. Get out on the perimeter. Change the pocket.
Robert Sprite, welcome in.
A little bit of a slip, but he's able to maintain his balance, maintain control of the football, and turn it into a positive play for a first down.
That seemed to be the ironic thing of not having Lamar Jackson, who's been so battered down with injuries throughout the year that John Holcomb feels like they can have to feel complimented.
Handoff, Henry. Full back in front of him. Second down and 1 coming up. Gain of 9.
On the first down carry. Derrick Henry had 2 touchdowns last week to go with 128 yards on the ground, 7.1 yards per carry, but didn't play after that second touchdown for the final 12 minutes of the game. Yeah, that was the big story around Baltimore and around the NFL all week is why he wasn't in the game. He obviously had the hot hand. He did have a fumble in the game. Todd Monken doing some substitution along with Keaton Mitchell.
Handoff Mitchell, first down. Ravens inside the 29.
Mitchell gives him a different change of pace. He can get to 20 miles an hour in about 4 steps. Good speed on the perimeter has made up for some of the explosive runs they were lacking with Lamar not being healthy, right? That's why they were going with a lot of substitution. But at the end of that game a week ago, Derrick Henry should have been on the field, and I think John Harbaugh knew it. And I'd be very surprised if he doesn't get at least 20 to 25 carries tonight. He's already got 3 carries for 25 yards.
First down and 10. First down and 10.
On a productive opening drive for the Ravens.
Handoff, play action. Go to pass. Pulls it back. Huntley dumps it underneath. Got Mitchell. Got about a yard. Nowhere to go with that.
As was entering Cooper.
Second down and 10. Second and 10.
Dumps Mitchell on the quick catch. One of the things this Green Bay defense has done a great job of all season is limiting the yards after the catch. They're primarily a zone defensive team, so they have vision on the quarterback. They can see, try to keep everything underneath. Jeff Hafley in his second year as a defensive coordinator.
Second down and 10.
Nice job with this defense, but they limit the yards after the catch, only 4 yards per pass play all season.
Shotgun handoff. Henry up the middle. Bounces it outside. Gain of 9. Third down and 1 coming up. 3rd and 1.
Offenses want to do. Todd Monken loves this drive right now because they're establishing the run. They're giving the ball to Derrick Henry. When they have thrown, it's been a play action or a bootleg, and they're staying out of third down, a definite passing situation. So this is exactly to script if you're Todd Monken and the Baltimore Ravens offense.
3rd down and 1.
So a 3rd down and 1 on the 9th play of this opening drive. Ricard is in, along with Mitchell at the on.
Handoff, Ricard, the fullback. First down, Ravens. And we got a late flag.
Here, Alan Eck, our referee for the first time.
Illegal formation. Okay.
Tight end was covered up with a line of scrimmage.
Tight end down here at the bottom is covered. This guy's got to be off the ball. And that's a wasted.
That's 3rd and 6. That's a shame.
More of a definite passing situation, although it could be 2-down territory as well. Tyler Luke, the kicker rookie out of Arizona, has been accurate, but not from longer distance.
3rd and 6, shotgun.
Should be just outside 40 yards from right here. Ali is in there on 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Throws, caught.
And it's going to depend on where the ball was from Andrews. He stretched it out. Looks like it's right at that marker as Nixon banged him out of bounds. And they'll call it a 1st down.
First down, Andrews on the catch.
The marker before he went to the ground. Makes the catch, secures it, then reaches the ball right at the very end before he goes out of bounds. Andrews has had a slow couple weeks. He's off to a fast start tonight. We asked Tyler Huntley.
First down and 10 at the 19.
Chemistry building with a specific receiver. He said, no, I'm really comfortable.
24 likes to go to 100. 24. Handoff. Going to pull it back. Going to take off a run himself.
Wheels across the 15. And see, that's what you were mentioning. Those are called
short run. Huntley got about 5.
What they do, that's what makes the Ravens so difficult to defend. That's why this offense last year was almost unstoppable. But with Lamar not healthy, that portion of the offense is kind of removed. There's not as much quarterback design or zone reads where the quarterback keeps. But Huntley's healthy, and that was a nice play on 1st down. The Ravens scored touchdowns on 74% of the red zone opportunities last year. They're down at 45% this year.
Handoff, short run. Henry got about 3, maybe 4.
Green Bay started this game. Obviously, you mentioned no Micah Parsons. And they also started with 3 linebackers playing at base defense.
3rd down and 2. 3rd down and 2 at the 11.
this game expecting this kind of bully ball from the Baltimore offense. And here's another third down and short situation. They have taken half of this first quarter clock.
Hello, K. Wilby. Welcome in.
Now the 12th play of the drive. A 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Handoff up the middle. 1st down. Henry and Moore inside the 5, down to the 3. 1st and goal, Baltimore. Henry just ran over somebody.
Linebacker coming right in the hole, but watch the quick feet of Derrick Henry in the hole, mixing up.
19 likes to go to get us over trips. 19 likes to triple digits. If you're liking the Ravens, if you're liking the Packers, hit that like tonight.
Deliver that extra contact to Xavier McKinney, one of the leaders, especially in that back line for Green Bay. 1st and goal.
1st and goal. Play action up the middle. Henry, he's in. Touchdown, Ravens.
With a little play action pass, and then you just start feeding the ball to the big guy, Derrick Henry. And he churns it all the way down and gets Baltimore on the scoreboard first. And after all the talk all week about no Derrick Henry down the stretch in the 4th quarter last week, 7 carries.
Extra point is good. 7-0.
13th rushing touchdown of the season.
7-0 here after the point.
First quarter touchdown the Green Bay defense has given up all season. 13 plays down the field, 75 yards, and over 8 minutes off the clock. Baltimore leads 7-0.
Laurie Adams, welcome in. Go Mini, welcome in. The last of the Christmas commercials here. I think right after the first of the year, we'll see that go away. 12 likes. I got 150 people here. Can I get 12 kind souls to hit a like, put us up over 100? It does make a difference with football. It's a difference between a good share out and a soft one.
Experience the wonder of Happy Honda Days today.
We'll see what the Pack can do with their backup quarterback when they come in. First possession.
Don't forget, there's also I did.
How you like me now?
I got this friend who said T-Mobile's network used to suck. His words.
But things change. It turns out that now T-Mobile has the best network by like a lot.
Nah, all I need is everybody just hit it once. We'll be good to go, Coach. Thank you, though. But, yeah. Good to go, and one each, and we'll be good to go.
Nothing like arriving early and enjoying it. Nothing like having tea.
Where did my scoreboard go?
A cocktail in Atlanta. And a tranquil place to work in Tokyo. All waiting for you. Nothing like best-in-class.
No, that's not it.
Service to match worldwide. With access to the largest global airport lounge.
Weather, no.
There's nothing like platinum.
What the heck? Where did my scoreboard go? I don't like that at all.
I love it too much to stop.
How is that going?
Tell me about it. Austria 2013. I tore my ACL and my hamstring.
All right, hold on one second. I'm going to go over to my baseball scoreboard and pull that up. Because I don't like that we don't have that.
I still ski down in a sling. Climbing accident, back, tailbone, you name it. Why do we do this again?
Oh, I wonder if the scoreboard's down itself. Looks like that might be it. Scoreboard's actually down itself. Okay. It is what it is. Scoreboard is down itself.
The neighborhood surrounding Lambeau, and inside Lambeau, they actually listened. Baltimore let Derrick run on that opening drive. 7 carries, 48 yards.
Is what it is. Let's roll with it.
Continues to climb the all-time ranks in yardage and in touchdowns. Tyler Huntley operates beautifully.
7-0 Ravens.
15 yards, ran it twice.
Green Bay getting the ball for the first time. 6 more likes to 100, Go Mini says. Don't get her all upset. 6 likes. Knock it out.
So Luke will send it away. Bo Melton and Nate Hobbs are back deep for the Packers.
Boom, there's your kick. Packers getting it. At the 10, 15, 20. At the 25, hit there and dropped it to 31. That's where Green Bay will start.
Alabama. Christian Watson, Tampa Plant High, Romeo Dobbs. Illinois. Jaden Reed, Michigan State. Luke Musgrave, Oregon State. Rasheed Walker, Tennessee. Aaron Banks, Notre Dame. Sean Ryan, UCLA. Anthony Belton, NC State. Jordan Morgan, Arizona.
Second straight game with Jordan Morgan at right tackle as opposed to Zach Tom, who's out with the back and knee issues.
First down and 10. Willis.
Who has been dealing with his own injury in the second half of the
Look at his throw right off the bat. Down the field he goes. Caught! Romeo Dobbs with a circus catch. That's a huge play of 40 yards.
One-on-one going against Wiggins. He gets separation. I think they fooled Baltimore with the formation because they had an extra offensive lineman in on first down. Really a strong indication there was going to be a run play. They threw the football deep. And a great start for the Packers. Willis had the dime touchdown to Dolphins.
Nathan Sessions, thank you for subscribing. Green Bay comes back down with 12 men on the field. They'll go first and 15 now.
Has certainly shown Malik Willis the way over the last two seasons, and Matt LaFleur has loved the comfortability that Willis has provided. You ask anybody on this team, the voice inside the huddle really doesn't change all that much from Love to Willis. When he's played for the Packers, they've been 70% run.
They're going to run that time. We got a penalty right away. What's the penalty?
From the start.
False start offense. Move it back.
This was not supposed to happen the way it did. The snap actually hit one of the pulling linemen who left early. Take a look at this. There's the movement. Could have been called on either guard. The ball hit the guard pulling Anthony Belton. Very lucky they didn't lose the football. So a 40-yard completion on their first play.
First down and 20. Back at the 40.
First down and 20 from the 39.
Willis going to throw. Got a man. Caught. Touchdown Green Bay. That quickly. Willis to Christian Watson. Thank you, Kay Wilby, for blessing us, and Beth and Toops, Molly, Rock and Robin, and Akv74.
All right.
All blessed with your amazing generosity for blessing Preston, myself, and the channel. Thank you, Kay.
Against that split safety look for the tying touchdown. Brandon McManus.
Extra point is good. We're tied at 7.
Just completed his 2 longest passes of the year. And it started to his favorite target, Romeo Dobbs, with a beautiful grab down the sideline. Then it's the speedster, Watson, with another touchdown. And we are all even at Lambeau.
Game tied at 7. Tied at 7.
By the name Chris. His suit of red velvet, an iconic fit. But this particular year, without much of reason, he craved new looks this holiday season. He searched on Google, try it on, clicked, and could see how it looked on a picture he picked.
We are tied.
Shipping next day. Because he asked Google, Santa slayed.
Making beach towels. Now that's serious business.
All right.
Business card. The Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One. Their business earns unlimited 2% cash back on everything they buy. Like this fabulous fabric. They get big purchasing power so their business can spend more and earn more.
Our 2% cash back helps us build a retail store.
You need a place to sell all these great-looking towels. What's in your wallet?
Badger Backer, welcome in.
Week 17, Peacock exclusive preview for Baltimore Ravens taking on the Green Bay Packers.
God, I've seen this commercial like 8 times. O'Connell, welcome back in.
A must-win matchup. Meanwhile, the Packers, they've been reeling of late, but they're looking to turn things around and head into the postseason on a hot streak.
DraftKings Sportsbook is the place to bet on touchdowns. All customers can get an NFL touchdown profit boost. Just download the app. Use the promo code when you sign up.
Ravens get the ball back, 5:44 in the first.
I'm thinking of you. Stick around after the game to catch my new Peacock original spy thriller series, The Copenhagen Test. But first, here's a look at the trailer.
You were hacked.
You telling me it's real?
Someone's been watching and listening through you.
We need to use you to find them and destroy them. Tell me why you chose me.
We either save the mission or save his life.
Are you in?
That's an interesting looking show.
7-7 here in Green Bay. Watch this touchdown now. These safeties are going to split. Watch Roquan Smith and Kyle Hamilton. They've got on the 4 vertical routes, they have to run with the slot guy. Roquan runs with his. Kyle Hamilton, for whatever reason, turns his guy loose. And they found him for the touchdown. And you can see afterwards a little communication. Who had who was supposed to run. Typically, when those safeties split and you've got vertical routes in the seam, somebody has to run underneath those routes.
It's atypical to see.
All right, here's the kick.
Come up with miscommunications or any sort of mistakes on the field. And Webster will take this just in front of the goal line. Zigzag across the 25 to the 20.
Cross the 25 to the 26. Ravens with the ball.
A week ago, he's going to get his fill of carries tonight. That opening drive, 7 carries, 48 yards, paid it off with a touchdown, running with power, running with authority, showing some quickness in the hole. And if Green Bay can't do a better job of stopping Derrick Henry, they're going to have a hard time with this Raven offense tonight.
The other thing you've said earlier today, it's not warm out. And tackling a guy like that has to be, it's already hard. It's got to be even more challenging in weather like this.
And it's even more challenging as the game goes on.
Going to throw underneath, caught. Likely short gain.
Has the connection there to the 32-yard line.
Again, nice safe passes so far for Hunter.
Second down. Don't know, Badger Backer. I guess we're going to find out, right? Dazed Disney Dream, welcome in. Second down and 3. Second and 3.
Short, his average depth of target is much shorter than Lamar Jackson. But he's off to a very good start. Looks very comfortable running this offense right now.
Second down and 3. Flowers the motion. Fake it to
Second and 3. Gets it off likely. First down out to the 43.
That time they use Zay Flowers as a decoy. You see him in motion. 211 times coming into the game, they put him in motion. That just kind of opens things up in the middle. Another quick, safe throw. I would expect to see, even though he's going off the field right now, Baltimore to get Zay Flowers involved in this possession. He's a big-time, dynamic receiver. The quarterback's off to a good start. Derrick Henry's off to a good start.
First and 10.
Got to get Zay Flowers involved soon.
He's battling against his former head coach from college, Jeff Hafley, in his second year as the defense.
Handoff up the middle, gain of about 4. Second and 6.
The head man at Boston College, Rashawn Gary, makes the stop on Derrick Henry, and Flowers makes his way back on the field.
Again, this is just big personnel. You've got Ricard in at fullback. You've got Kohler, the backup tight end, in there going big personnel. Just kind of pushing this Green Bay defense so far in this first quarter.
So both backup.
Second and 6.
Today, combined 7 for 7 with 110 yards and a touchdown.
There's Zay Flowers right here. Let's see if they get him involved pretty soon.
7 in motion on second down and 6.
Second down and 6. Got to throw. Caught. Flowers. He's loose to the sideline. He'll get the first down and more.
The 41-yard line.
Down to 41 at Green Bay. First down, Ravens.
The ball in his hands. He can make people miss. Now, sometimes, like last week, he tries to make too many people miss, and the ball gets punched down. He had a critical fumble on the last possession for the Ravens a week ago. He is dynamic and clearly their go-to wide receiver when they need a big play.
Selected to his second.
Handoff up the middle, Henry.
This week as Henry pushes the pocket.
Gains about 7. Second and 3.
33-yard line. Zay Flowers back-to-back 1,000-yard receiving seasons. But John Harbaugh mentioned exactly what you just talked about. Sometimes he tries so hard to make every single play possible instead of just making the simple play, which a lot of times the simple play is the most efficient play.
that's available to you.
2:40 on the clock and counting.
He is. Henry and Flowers set up a 2nd down and 3.
Handoff. Henry, first down, inside the 30 to the 28. Jose, welcome in. Happy holidays to you.
And I'll get a breather here in the waning moments of this opening quarter. Now, one guy that's so important in this Ravens run game is
Mike Wazowski, welcome in.
he's out of the game right now, but the combination of he and Ricard are really important in this power run game. They go with Ali and Mitchell in the backfield on this first down.
Look at the throw. Goes outside to a screen. Mitchell down the sideline, 7 yards, 2nd and 3.
It's a pass, but it's really just like a run. It's just like an outside run because you've got blockers in front. You get the ball quickly to a batter who's good in space. And another impressive drive here for the Baltimore Ravens. We talked about before the other day. I said, we've struggled some teams have gotten big and really tried to pound us a little bit. And right now, that's kind of what's happening. It's set up some really easy.
2nd down and 3. 2nd and 3.
I mentioned that this team on both sides of the ball is, quote, enormous. Disappointing.
Handoff, play action. Nope, that's going to be a false start.
Right side of that Ravens offensive line.
False start.
Yep, false start, without a doubt. 170 people in here right now. Sub it up if you're new. Say hello in the chat. We'd love to welcome you in.
It's just a little twitch, of the rear end. But that's, you pick it up. If you're 190 pounds, maybe get away with that, not 300. So it makes 2nd and 3, 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 here, 2nd and 8.
Knocking on the door of the red zone once again.
Going to throw. Huntley takes off running. He's going to have the first down running.
Another good to see.
Mr. Condon is back. Hello, sir. Badgerbacker says penalties might be our only chance.
Everybody's covered up, and he sees an alley, sees a crease. And Green Bay had some problem the last 2 weeks. First of all, with Bo Nix in Denver, that Caleb Williams, mobile quarterbacks, that when you rush, you just have to rush with discipline and not allow an escape route. And that time, a nice escape route for
1st and 10. Handoff, Henry up the middle. Gain of about 3. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. 2nd down is 7 when they return here momentarily. While we're at the commercial, we'll remind everybody of a couple things. One, hey, if you're interested, we are running a Super Bowl block pool. I've been doing it for years, almost 15 to 18 years on some of these. $25 a block, pays out $500 a quarter. If you're interested, email me at PeteMcDivittShow@gmail.com. We can get you the information. PeteMcDivittShow@gmail.com. We can get you the information. One of the mods can drop it in. Jacqueline Parsons. It's already over half full. It's almost 3/4. ZM, welcome in. Thank you for being here as well. If you're brand new to the channel, hello. My name's Pete. This is our studio here in Maryland. Love doing football, baseball, and Disney. That's my 3 loves. That's what this channel's all about. Love making friends, meeting friends, all that kind of good stuff. So sub it up for me. If you happen to see me cheer, yes, I am a triple amputee. I'm okay with it. It sucks, but that's life. I lost my hand and both of my legs in a medical tragedy, spent time in a coma, spent almost 500 days in a hospital, almost a year and a half in the hospital. So love what I do now. Glad you're here. Sub it up. Stay a while. Be treated with respect. Have some fun. All that kind of good stuff. It's going to be a fun time here on the channel tonight. Second quarter coming up. The Ravens will have it 2nd and 7 when they return. Ravens trying to do it on the ground. Obviously, the Pack's going to try to do it in the air from their first standing. We'll see how that goes all game long. See how it goes. If you are new, say hello in the chat. We'd love to welcome you in.
It's the pride, it's the craft, it's the grain, it's the brand. You can say what you want, but I'm taking a stand.
Craft beer from Maryland.
Toyotathon is still on. Now's the
Dale, welcome in.
Toyota.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
We're going on a road trip in Tacoma. Wow. Nice. We're taking a pack to see snow in Sequoia. Can we keep them? I think I oversnapped.
Get a Tacoma right now.
Uncle Mike, how you doing, buddy? Happy holidays to you, my friend. Good to see you. Daniel Barry, welcome in. Happy New Year. Coming up. Happy end of the 2025. Celebrating 25.
Well, with 67 first quarter yards, Derrick Henry has moved into top 10 all-time NFL history rushing leader, passing the Hall of Famer Tony Dorsett. Next up is Eric Dickerson. He's already top 5 in rushing touchdowns, right behind Adrian Peterson from 4th. Just 2 away.
Handoff up the middle. Henry inside the 10. Down to the 6. First and goal. Couple games. Love how you show the games. Thank you, Jacqueline. Appreciate it.
Right on the inside linebacker, and Derrick Henry gets right in his back pocket, cuts off up to the inside. Nice job getting to the second level by the backside offensive lineman, and Derrick Henry again running wild.
He's running early. Henry up the middle, keeps the legs moving. Henry towards the goal line.
Henry on the 1.
He is motivated. John Harbaugh expected him to be motivated after fumbling last week and not playing the final 12 minutes after his second touchdown.
Yeah, really nice job by Tyler Linderbaum.
Down to the 1 with Henry.
Walker, the leading tackler in this Green Bay 67 is on defense.
Rob, UK Jizz Dad, welcome in. Michael Green, welcome in. Handoff, Henry. He's going to be ruled short. I thought he was in. Rob W., welcome in. Sub it up for me, friends. Help me out if you could.
Instead of north and south, and we're able to turn him away from the goal line. Just barely.
He was down just before he extended the football, so it sets up.
3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Handoff, Henry, touchdown, Ravens. Right there.
Backside guard, far away. Watch the guard pulling on the backside.
Henry wasn't even touched on that one going in. Lele took out 3 people. 77.
For the Ravens offense, back-to-back drives of 13 plays. First one went 75 yards. This one goes 74. There is a Packer down and hurt.
Packer down on the play before they can do the extra point. From Hawaii, Michael Green. Thank you for being here, friend.
Ben out of Oregon, 7th round pick 2 years ago to the Giants. Signed off the Giants practice squad on December 3rd to help shore up some of that depth up front, which they have now needed in the continued rotation. Derrick Henry in this Ravens offensive front delivering a lot of contact early in this game.
Well, coming into the game, I mean, they were, as you take a look, Derrick Henry, 32 games with multiple rushing TDs.
Yeah, they're bringing out the cart.
Oh, they're bringing out the cart for this lineman for the Packers. Riley is the Packer. Oh, my knee. Ugh, that wasn't good. Riley is the Packer who's down. Riley.
Load up. Make sure that he properly makes his way so you don't wait on that one side. Back toward.
Oh, you got it, Michael. We're glad you're here, my friend. We've streamed over 100 NFL games this year. By the time we're said and done, over 100. So, and if you like baseball, we got the MLB coming up. We got the World Baseball Classic. We got the Olympics. We got a lot going on.
Second time yet, right? It feels like Baltimore's had the ball the entire first half so far because their running game has been so dominant. And the offensive line has been powerful. Ricard has been leading the way. They've been playing bully ball. And Derrick Henry is making up for that 12 and a half minutes he missed last week.
I would say it would be a challenge for Green Bay's offense from Malik Willis, and then we saw that template drive for them. 2 plays that get right down the field, they get the end zone.
Yeah, we haven't seen them trying to run the football yet, which I think we'll see the next time they get the football here. But a good start for both backup quarterbacks.
And you just make him angry.
So the extra point for Luke, both backup quarterbacks.
Extra point's good.
For 9 as Luke drills it and makes it 14-7. Derrick Henry with both scores for Baltimore. Already 15 first half carries, 82 yards, and the Ravens go back in front.
Yep, I do Disney also. Sure do. Sure do. Don't forget to go check out our good friend Zippity Doo Doug. He'll be live. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow is Sunday. He'll be live Monday morning. Zippity Doo Doug, everybody.
Come check out the Zippity Doo Doug YouTube channel. Start your week right with Coffee Talk. Doug and Scallywag Steve for Disney news and what Disney YouTube creators are live for the day. Need a midweek pick-me-up? Hump Day Hangout is your go-to for hilarious banter, games, and the perfect escape from the workweek blues. And join Monorail Molly, Kelsey Elizabeth, and Doug for Shade Room Runway for the latest styles, fierce looks, and a runway show you won't want to miss. Whether you're looking for a laugh, a dose of inspiration, or just a good time, come check out the coolest YouTube channel out there, Zippity Doo Doug.
Hi there, my name is Allie from Cinder Allie Loves Disney. On my channel, I share Disney pins, items from my collection. I do unboxings, movie reviews, Disney park vlogs, and more. We have so much fun. Be sure and stop by and say hi. Let me know you heard about me from the Pete McDivitt Show. And as always, make it a Disney day.
Greetings and salutations, Matt and Jeff Hardy here.
And you're watching the Pete McDevitt Show. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment because the Pete McDevitt Show is absolutely wonderful.
Big time fatigue.
Are we live tomorrow? Yeah, we have 4 streams tomorrow. All those are identified in our upcoming streams. 4 streams, 2 football games and 2 Disney streams.
Team in the NFL.
Tomorrow night, the playoff push is on.
Bears and the 49ers tomorrow night. That'll be a fun game to do. Welcome in, Liam.
On NBC and Peacock, that is a massive game. Both teams still vying for the #1 seed. In the NFC, the Bears can lock up the NFC North regardless of what the Packers do with a win tomorrow. If the Packers lose tonight, the Bears will claim the NFC North by the end of this evening. Derrick Henry setting the tone early already with the 15 carries and 82 yards. The time possession difference.
Boom, there's your kickoff. Green Bay coming out from the 5, 10, 15, 20, and falls down there and going to be tackled at the 25.
Well, we saw back-to-back deep balls on the opening drive by Malik Willis, and Josh Jacobs told me Willis doesn't get enough credit for his ability to extend the play. He said Willis reads plays, makes the call that might not necessarily be the play call, but he relies on his instinct, and commended Willis's understanding of the offense, describing his quarterback as having a really good deep ball, but also the arm to throw it, guys.
We've seen it now the last 2 weeks. Last week he had the dive to Dopp for the touchdown. Then
13 minutes remaining in the half.
The final play of regulation. Delivered some force to get the ball to Jake Reed for a 31-yard completion. This drive will start from the 25. 2 plays, 2 first downs, including a touchdown. And a third.
Shotgun looking to throw underneath, does. 2nd down and 2 coming up. Nice completion.
I really thought last week Malik Willis played a beautiful game. I mean, when he came in for Jordan Love, he was throwing the ball well. He ran it for 44 yards. He had one mistake, and that was the fumbled snap on 4th and 1 in their overtime possession. Outside of that, he was magnificent.
Second down and 2.
Why does that look like Mickey Mouse's outline?
Luke Musgrave, one of the lone remaining tight ends in motion. Jacobs' first carry.
First carry, short run.
Short third down for this Green Bay offense.
Again, that's what both of these offenses ideally want, to be able to run the football, to keep it in third and short, going with tempo, not allowing substitutions here.
Not a clean exchange, and Willis got denied initially. And now let's see where they marked him down. The first push went backward.
Ravens are saying they held him. I don't know what they did here.
Offensive line and then the running back behind might have gotten Willis just enough. But no, it's fourth down.
Nope, fourth down. They're going to go for it.
Right away, inserting an extra offensive lineman and going for it right here on fourth and short.
It is Kennard, who they've used as a big tight end. There is the snap, just not entirely clean.
And see, that was the problem in the game against Chicago. A fumble snap on 4th and 1. That was third and short, and not a clean exchange again. Sean Ryan and Malik Willis.
4th and inches. They will go.
Handoff up the middle. They didn't get it. Ravens hold. Ravens hold.
Roquan Smith just diagnosed this. Here he is right here. Watch him read it, get across the line of scrimmage before anybody could get to it. They don't account for him. He gets in the backfield and waits for other white jerseys to get there, but it was read perfectly by their leader, Roquan Smith.
First and 10 Ravens.
The margins in these games so critical. Baltimore, who is the desperate team, is playing.
Lamar is out of the game, yes.
Maybe even a play action. Take a shot here with Huntley after the sudden change.
Snoop is 7 for 7 for 51 yards.
Handoff.
With Mitchell.
Mitchell around the outside. He's got some wheels. First down and more. Inside the 20. Gain of 15 for Mitchell.
And this is the change of pace that Mitchell gives. Again, his ability to get to top speed in a very few number of steps is what makes him special. And he gets the edge on his own by speed.
Ronald Duffney, hello. Ravens in the red zone.
That's a big time run. Get Baltimore back to the red zone.
This is what Matt LaFleur knew was coming.
Mitchell, handoff, gain of 1.
This time he gets driven back by Edger and Cooper. Nixon came up to assist on the play, and it's 2nd down.
This is a big defensive series right here for Green Bay. Their offense doesn't convert on 4th down. They come on the field with a short field. They got to find a way to bow up here and hold Baltimore to a field goal attack.
2nd down and 9.
Packer defense has allowed 390 or more yards of total offense in each of the last 2 games that have resulted in losses at Denver and at Chicago. From 400 yards last week in the overtime defeat. Kohler is in.
Gonna throw underneath, caught. Bateman dives down to the 12. 3rd and 2 coming up. 3rd and 2.
He was kind of single area coverage out there. It was zone, but it was a big cushion for Bateman. Another easy throw for Huntley. Bringing up 3rd and short. I mean, they have just been pretty much right on script offensively here in the first half.
Already 5 different pass catchers for this Ravens offense. 2 catches for the tight ends, Likely and Andrews, and then a couple now from Flowers, Bateman, and Mitchell. It's a 3rd and 2 with Henry back on the field.
3rd and 2. Handoff straight up the middle. Henry down to the 5. Going to mark him at the 6. 1st and goal, Ravens.
Well, the left side, watch the left side just collapse the defense all the way down. The outside guy, he's got to protect the edge, so he is staying outside, and Henry runs right inside and then runs right through the safety's tackle. But that left side of the offensive line just caved everything down, and same personnel group in. The big fullback, the blocking tackle.
1st and goal.
And Derrick Henry, the hammer.
The kid.
Right up the middle. Henry inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd down and goal from the 4.
this season have struggled to punch it into the.
There's only one night game, Robin. There's only one Sunday night game. That's the one I'm doing.
And realistically, you've got to run it effectively down here, and they've done that so far tonight with 2 touchdowns.
Bears and 49ers, I think it is, but whatever that night game is, pretty sure that's it.
Plus, you have the option of a Huntley run play here in this part of the field, too. Again, it gives you that versatility.
8 minutes and counting on the clock. Play action, go to throw. Huntley takes off running, gets inside the 5, down to the 4, 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal.
Green Bay has everybody covered.
Sub it up if you're new. Say hello in the chat.
Watches this route develop. They give him a run pass option. All 3 receivers are blanketed in the end zone. And Huntley does the only thing he can, run the football. The big 3rd down play right here.
Ravens are 4 for 4 on 3rd down in this first half.
Keep an eye on Mark Andrews here. Lined up on the right here, number 89. This part of the field, he's the top.
3rd and goal, 3rd and goal.
Touchdown receptions for the Ravens, but he hasn't had one in 6 weeks.
Huntley got a throw. On the run, throws. Incomplete, no flag.
Nate Hobbs was the closest there.
Flowers is a little shaken up.
Flowers is slow to get up and will limp his way back towards the Baltimore side as they look to send their field goal unit out.
Well, the last time he got stopped running, I think he could have run this one in. He had room. He could run right to the pylon. There was nobody open. He opts to throw it, and very lucky that that ball didn't get intercepted and take away even an opportunity.
That was not a good throw choice right there.
And boy, that collision, Hobbs and Flowers in midair as they look at Hobbs. We'll step aside.
You got a timeout for the injury. With 7:13 and the Ravens about to try to kick a field goal attempt.
I needed more from my antidepressant.
No, I don't do any college football.
Proven to provide greater relief from depression symptoms than an antidepressant alone. Building on my progress without starting.
They're going to do a field goal when they come back. They're not going to try to go for it. I'd be shocked if they do. I think they're going to take the points and go up 2 scores.
Behaviors, or suicidal thoughts right away. Antidepressants may increase these risks. Report fever, confusion, stiff muscles, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High cholesterol and weight gain may occur, as can high blood sugar, which may be fatal. Common side effects are sleepiness, dizziness, nausea, dry mouth, feeling tired.
Come on, let's get through this commercial.
Ask your doctor about Caplyta.
I need you to trust me one last time.
Just a little something for the yard.
With the U.S. Bank Smart Pay Visa Signature Card, you can earn an unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase.
Tis the season
For cash back.
'Tis the season. Oh, boy.
Backstabbing and betrayal are the name of the game on an all-new season.
They're promoting everything they can here.
Back to the Scottish Highlands bring murder mystery competition like no other. The Traitors streaming January 8th only on Peacock. So they will attempt a field goal after this drive stalled out close to the goal line.
Field goal attempt coming up for the Ravens.
Heavily accurate. Has not necessarily.
It's good.
Yet. That's what John Harbaugh's looking for out of his look.
stop that to a field.
Time now for a.
That's a stop right there. Quais, hello, welcome in.
So now we've seen both defenses make a stand after it looked like the offenses were going to be unstoppable.
Yeah, I mean, the bottom line is Baltimore's run 33 plays and Green Bay's run 6. Now they got to stop on third down by their defense, so it's just a 10-point game, and they'll get the ball back. They got stopped on 4th and 1 their last possession, but so far they've had a really difficult time dealing with this run game of the Baltimore Ravens.
On the flip side, it feels like Green Bay needs to establish the run to keep some of that balance, which we haven't quite seen as much from their offense of recent weeks.
Yeah, and I think that means Josh Jacobs trying to get him going.
Kicking off to the Packers now.
Because he ran for 44 yards in substitution role last week against Chicago. He can give him a little bit of that as well.
Well, Tyler Huntley has looked really comfortable so far in this game.
He has. He's done really well. And the beauty is the run game has set up everything for him to be comfortable. And we knew coming in, he gets the ball out of his hands quickly. That's one thing he does really well. He reads, he processes quick. He doesn't push the ball downfield as much, but he's been accurate. He knows where he wants to go with the football. And when they've asked him to throw the football, he's been right on the money so far in the ball game. 8 for 9.
Yeah, that last completion game on either side between these two backup quarterbacks. 8 for 9, 58 yards. He's also got the 21 rushing yards. As we go back to Green Bay after this message from Geico.
All right, waiting on a commercial here. Come on. Here we go again.
Fans is they all talk while the players can actually hear them.
I did college football before they started allowing it to be illegal. I don't do college football because it's illegally broadcast. That's why I don't do college. Still a great sport. I just don't do college.
Cool. Could you pass the ball? Yeah, I'm trying. Just pass the ball.
Yeah, just pass.
Okay.
Pass it. It feels good to be heard. It feels good to Geico. 17-7 on the midway point of this second quarter. Now it's up to Malik Willis to respond.
Yeah, well, again, they've run 6 plays. You know, I mean, there's 7 minutes left in the first half, and the Packers have run 6 plays. So they've got to hold on to the football. They've got to.
Sue Barabbas, welcome in.
Not just deep throws. Like
thank you.
They've got to get the running game going a little bit.
Happy holidays to you. Caleb Lilly, Wisconsin is here. Welcome in, Caleb Lilly. Anybody that's new, sub it up today. Become part of the family. We'll be covering these Packers into the playoffs and the Ravens if they make it. Packers are definitely already in. Here's the kick, taking it to 5, 10, 15, 20, out to the 25. Tackled at the 27. They'll start right there.
The Baltimore Ravens defense will look for another stand.
Georgia. Trevor Jones, Connecticut. David Robinson, Ole Miss. Roquan Smith, Georgia. Trey Simpson, Clemson. Kyle Illinois, Brigham University. Nate Wiggins, Clemson. Kyle Hamilton, Notre Dame. Alohi Gilman, Notre Dame. Malcolm Starks, Georgia. Marlon Humphrey, Alabama.
Zach Orr, in his second year as the defensive coordinator, just 33 years old, was an all-pro linebacker with the Ravens in 20.
First down and 10, play action. Rolls down backside, got it, man, caught. Short of the first down, gain of about 7. 2nd and 3.
And then he gets trucked by Wiggins after a gain of 6 yards.
A nice little play action bootleg move to quarterback.
Nice catch by Wicks.
Another accurate throw to Wicks.
So Willis 4 for 4, 94 and a touchdown. Huntley 8 for 9, 58 yards. Remember, Baltimore won the toss and elected to receive. See what type of damage Green Bay could do here. And if their defense can get them another stop.
Fumble! Ravens got it!
Taken in by the Ravens.
Ravens got it. Bad snap. Ravens got it at the 30.
Now, Malik Willis was actually trying to audible. He was trying to check something with his voice.
Willis was trying to audible.
Snap the football. Watch Malik. He's going to change the call. And Sean Ryan hit him right in the face with the football. He was going on the sound, thinking it was the snap.
Malik Willis got hit in the face with the football.
Not ready for the football, and they turn it over. New quarterback, new voice, new cadence a little bit, and a big-time mistake on their own side of the field. get the ball back to the Ravens.
Fumble recovered by the rookie out of Marshall, who has been a high impact player for this defense.
Hello, Jennifer Crusoe. Welcome in. Happy holidays. First down and 10. Handoff, off tackle. Henry down to the 21, just unstoppable at this point.
When you can run the football like this on first down, I mean, you have no chance on defense because you are just setting the tone for whatever you want to do offensively. All the throws for Huntley have been safe. They've been easy. They've been quick out of his hands. He hasn't had to read through progressions because of their ability to run the football.
The difference. Henry himself already is up to
handoff again. Henry. First down inside the 20 to the 17. 5:41 of the clock.
Defensive tackle Jordan Riley ruled out with a right Achilles. Safety Zane Anderson also ruled out with a right ankle injury. We just saw corner Nate Hobbs head to the locker room. He was limping. He is questionable with a knee injury, guys.
This is a group that's going to need all the bodies they can get, KT, against a Derrick Henry attack. Now it's 54th career 100-yard game. And he's done it with over 5 minutes left in the first half.
First and 10, moving Henry around. Flowers in motion. Delayed handoff to Henry. Didn't get anything on that one. Nothing on that one.
Back on Baltimore, make it second long. Watch Van Ness come right off the edge. Fights through the block of Lele. And gets in there and makes the play behind the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice effort right there.
First-round pick in 2023 out of Iowa, just his third year, still incredibly young, still a ton of potential. See if he can be a guy who can step.
Second down and 10. Look at the throw. Quick out to Flowers. Not going to get much there. Defended well by Green Bay right there.
You bring up a third and long. This is a definite pass-looking situation. And now you can disguise coverage. You can try to bring pressure. Again, no Micah Parson. It's hard to get pressure for the Packers just rushing forward. See what Chief Hatley comes up with here on this critical third down play.
It has been quite some.
Third down and 9. Third and 9.
A sack. We'll have to go back to the Bears game December 7th. In over 2 games without one.
Huntley, look at the throw. Got time. Throws. Corner. Incomplete. No flag.
Makes a couple big plays. Yeah, nice play by Nixon. I like the idea of going to Hopkins, but just throw this ball a little bit short. Let him come back and maybe back shoulder this ball. He's great at contested catches. He's great at drawing defensive pass interference penalties, but that ball was thrown too deep, and therefore no penalty. Nice play by Nixon to force a field goal situation.
So again, it'll be Tyler Luke who made from 22. This one from 34, which is his average.
That field goal is good.
For now, the holidays are stressful, but Verizon's got a bonkers deal on mini Samsung Galaxy S20.
27 right now. 3:36 on the clock. Still time for Green Bay here.
You're in a blender. Time for elf care. Gemini, find me massage, please. Oh, that was fast.
Get 4 Samsung Galaxy S25 Plus.
Ridiculous fun
And 4
commercial.
$25 a line.
Sorry, just checking some things over here on stats.
Short on nothing. Big on weekend.
Not seeing what I'm looking for.
If you you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X,
If you're new, say hello. We'd love to welcome you in.
And turn all of your purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One.
All this stuff for baseball is old news right here.
Week 17 continues tomorrow on CBS and Fox, followed by Sunday Night Football as the Bears face the 49ers on NBC. Then Week 17 concludes with Monday Night Football as the Rams take on the Falcons on ESPN. Stream games live on your mobile device with NFL Plus.
All right.
Nobody would ever think that two people like us would be spies.
All-time rushing record? No, I think he's too far away from it at this point in his career.
I'm a POI, person of interest. But you two are PONIs.
Ponies, persons of no interest.
Well, Baltimore's had the ball 4 times. They've scored 4 times. 2 Henry touchdowns, 2 field goals. Now Malik Willis in this Green Bay offense has to find those.
All right, here comes Green Bay again.
I mean, again, only 8 plays. They got stopped on a 4th and 1, and they turned the ball over on their last possession. They've had no traction other than those 2 long passes, 1 for the touchdown.
Green Bay still plenty to play for in the NFC North. A win today puts the pressure on the Bears. Try to get it done.
Here's the kickoff.
Sunday Night Football. Against
5, 10, 15, 20. He started to take a knee at the 2-yard line. I don't know what he was thinking.
Let's look at the Ravens playoff hopes is brought to you by Geico. And yeah, you could say that the Baltimore Ravens are feeling a little bit crabby right now because the start of the season, before the year began, 11% preseason odds to win the Super Bowl was the best in the NFL. And the record versus above 500 teams the last 2 years, it's made the Ravens stand out. But this season, it's been a challenge. Just 1-5 against the best teams in the league. And the current odds to make the playoffs down
4%. Wow.
The Ravens have to win today. They need the Steelers to lose tomorrow. And then it could set up a showdown week 18 in Pittsburgh with a chance to win the division. John Harbaugh said all they got to do is get in. They feel they can get some damage done from there as Willis comes up.
Quick throw by Willis. First down. Out near the 37. Pickup of 13.
Watson working on Humphrey. See how he attacks the leverage? He goes at that outside shoulder, knowing he's running an out route. Takes the leverage away, and then a nice throw by Willis on the sideline.
You asked Watson this week about being a bigger body receiver and the challenge of running routes. I thought his answer was fascinating. It's a challenge to try, because of the bigger body, to make every route.
Play action. Look at the throw.
Willis was looking deep. Now evade out of the pocket. Dump it down to Reed.
Dumps it to Reed, who gets a yard or 2.
You mentioned that a lot of smaller receivers, they have the ability to change tempos within the route. They can kind of change speeds. It's a little bit harder for a big guy. He's a straight line speed guy. He's worked to develop his route running ability tremendously in the last couple of weeks. I thought the most interesting thing he told us, most guys who get drafted out of college and come to Green Bay, they're worried about how cold they're going to be. Right. He came from North Dakota State, said it was way colder in North Dakota than in Green Bay.
They said Fargo, it was rough day 1. It was a realization of, I'm in for some real impressive weather.
Throws across the middle, caught. Dobbs, first down. Nice job, Romeo Dobbs, for the first down.
Baltimore has been doing it, running the football. Green Bay, their most success so far has been throwing it. Nice shot by Dobbs, just sitting down in the hole, finding his quarterback. And Willis, his eyes got to him late. Another first down for the Packers.
Looks like there might have been a face mask here.
Oh, wow, face mask.
Face mask added on. That's an additional 15 yards. That's going to put the ball all the way at the Baltimore 33.
Got a little bit high with the tackle. An additional 15.
OJ, welcome in.
Right there. Yep. Gilbin came over from the Chargers towards the trade deadline. So Dafe Owe went to LA and has had a stellar beginning to his tenure with the Bolts. 2-minute warning lingering here, and it looks like
That's exactly what we're going to get as Green Bay will take it to 2 minutes to play in the second.
2-minute warning.
Packers establishing a rhythm offensively here.
2 minutes.
Start the second half.
We'll be right back in just a minute.
Thank you for joining us. We hope you're loving the broadcast so far. If you haven't already, take a moment to like the stream and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on future shows. Now, back to the man himself. Here's Pete with more of the Pete McDevitt Show.
No compromises. Just
2 minutes left and a half. 2 minutes and a half here.
because real fresh food belongs in everybody's bowl.
How we lost our scoreboard tonight. I guess the website's down. It happens. Hey, Tiki Man Tim. Happy holidays to you. Welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Top secret spy agencies trying to kill me because my eyes and ears have been hacked.
Coming up on us at halftime, all the reactions to Texans Chargers, which saw Houston clinch a playoff berth. And we'll get you ready for the big showdown between the Bears and the 49ers tomorrow on Sunday Night Football. Noah.
All right, Maria, thank you very much. Green Bay, a critical drive here with 2 minutes remaining. Already in Raven territory. Snoop Huntley has led a masterful first half for Baltimore. His team up 13, both teams with all 3 timeouts remaining from the 33.
1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Underneath, got his running back. That's going to be a first down inside the 25 to the 21. They're going to mark it as a 22. 1st and 10.
Here in the first half. Everything they've done positively has been through the passing game, but that play, that screen was more like an outside run.
Already 6 different receivers for Malik Willis. He's 8 for 8 for on the 33 yards.
Play action. He's going to keep it himself. RPO. He's going to run it in. Touchdown, Green Bay.
And the Packers are ready to score.
Clap your hands!
Puts it in there, rides it, and at the last minute pulls it out. That fooled Marlon Humphrey.
Riding it. Last minute, he pulled it out.
And the ball picked by Willis. Absolutely perfect.
McManus can get this back to a 6-point game. His kick just stays in there.
Extra point is good.
20 to 14, all 3 timeouts on both sides. And the Packers offense gets a much-needed response. 6-point game. In
Come on, machine. Catch up. There we go.
So for Mom, I was thinking.
I thought she didn't want anything.
Well, like when she says she doesn't want any fries.
She eats all her fries.
Exactly. What if we get her the new iPhone 17
There we go.
with AT&T? We can get the best deal without.
We got ourselves a game.
And she loves her selfies.
And the Ravens got a minute 24 to try to see if they can do anything with it here before the half. How about that?
Up to $800 per line.
Second half kickoff is oh, I can't remember. I'll know right at the half, Alamania. It'll come up on the screen. I can't remember off the top of my head. Fitterbeto, hello, welcome in.
You might be on the holiday list. Enjoy the report. Feels so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on select Hyundai vehicles.
Minute 24. When I get back.
You know, I'm gonna put that outside.
I'm pretty sure the Packers get the ball at the second half, but we'll know in a couple minutes for sure.
Find your fun again. Ships, all right? Carnival is called.
For whoever ends up watching this, my eyes and ears have been hacked.
We really can tell through you. We follow where it goes.
This show looks kind of interesting. Diana Owens, welcome in. Thank you. Thank you, Diana. Happy holidays to you. Detroit Diz, hello, Sean. Welcome in.
There's no stopping now.
Every Monday night, it's Peacock NBA Monday. This Monday, don't miss Cavs and Spurs, followed by Mavericks and Trailblazers. All streaming on Peacock. Look at the Packers Hall of Fame, one of the great franchises in NFL history. 13 NFL titles. Looking for another one.
Here we go.
Jordan Love tonight, but Malik Willis has filled in beautifully. 8 for 8 for 133 yards and a touchdown through the air, and then a 22-yard touchdown run to cap off the last drive.
Let's see what they can do with this last minute and so. They would need a solid return here to get something going.
Before that play. It's the best run play of the game, and we're right back to a 6-point ball game. Manis will boot it away. And a long drive kick will head into the end zone.
Touchback. That's a smart move.
Back to the touchdown. You want to know how good this ball fake was by Malik Willis. Watch these three guys. All three of them are going to go with the fake. Lose the edge of the defense, and Malik Willis, with his speed, gets to the touchdown. That is much more part of the offense when he's on the field than when Jordan Love's on the field. And they called it the first time in the ball game right there. Perfect time to call it. And it fooled three key defenders for this Raven defense. Celebration from Willis with a Lambeau lead. There was some pushing and
welcome in, Benjamin Elliott. Welcome in. All right, ball at the 35.
Look at these two backups starting here tonight.
Ravens need about 30, 35 yards to put them in field goal range.
Derrick Henry's got 20 carries already for 103 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Shotgun, look at the throw. Play action, go to throw, underneath. Dropped by Alley. Running back dropped it.
They would love a 3-and-out with a chance to put both points on the board before the end of the first half. Pass was a little bit behind Ollie. Typically, you're thinking about, let's get this first down. Then we can be a little bit more aggressive. 2nd and 10. This is a situation that...
2nd down and 10. You do not want to go 3-and-out. Huntley's going to take off running. He's got it. All the way down to the 40. What a run by Huntley. 26 yards of the run.
And Ali at the center, Linderbaum had nobody to block. Big play.
Look at the throw. Dumps it underneath. Down to the 35. Under a minute.
If you're Baltimore, you want to score, you want to move with some efficiency and some urgency, but you don't want to get Green Bay the football back. Tyler Lucas only made 1 field goal from 50+.
Play action, pressure coming. Huntley's going to run again. Flag down.
Gets spun down. John Harbaugh called a timeout as well at the end of that play. See what the flag is, though.
Flags down at the 40-yard line, right around that line of scrimmage.
Was it a false start by Baltimore?
See after the
Sub it up if you're new. We got all the playoffs and the Super Bowl coming here. Illegal shift offense.
Replay, second down. We call what players got set before the snap. There is no 10-second runoff.
Second down and 10. 30 seconds on the clock. We're doing all the playoff games and the Super Bowl right here. Then we'll get into some Olympics and some early season baseball with the World Baseball Classic. UFL football as well. Sub it up, sub it up.
Second and 10 from the original line of scrimmage. Last second attempt, Green Bay brought pressure from the outside. They ran the quarterback draw, and the pressure was not effective. Leads the back.
Look at the throw. Huntley. Underneath, caught. Likely first down, Ravens. 25 seconds. They're going to call a timeout. It's probably going to be a defenseless receiver, 15-yard penalty against Green Bay. He hit him in the head.
For the time being, it's an 11-yard pickup.
Personal foul. Hit on the defenseless receiver, number 33 in defense. Half this is the goal. End of play.
Ball's going to be placed at the Green Bay 14.
The helmet-to-helmet contact. Wonder if Terry McCauley has anything on that play. Terry?
Yeah, he's still defenseless until he clearly establishes himself as a runner. I think this one, it looks like he does, in my opinion, establish himself as a runner, has time to defend himself, but it's really close to whether he does.
So it turns into a 26-yard gain, sets up first down.
First down and 10 at the 14. Shotgun, got to throw. Caught at the 10. Inside the 10. Timeout taken by the Ravens.
19 seconds left.
19 seconds on the clock. Second and 2 at the Green Bay 6. If you're brand new, say hello in the chat. We don't charge for that. I know sports people do, but we do not. We'd love to chat with you.
And now here they are with 19 seconds and 2 timeouts, so they can do just about anything they want here. Wouldn't even be surprised to see potentially another quarterback draw. It's been effective so far for Snoop Huntley. With those timeouts, you can throw the ball anywhere. You can run the ball if you want on this second down play. Heavy favor of time of possession so far for Baltimore. Derrick Henry has not been on the field in this possession because they're got him in their hurry-up mode offensive formation.
Shotgun pitch outside. Mitchell inside the 5 to the 3. Ravens will call a timeout, first and goal.
Use this one as they're inside the 5-yard line now.
Second yard timeout.
14 seconds remaining. So Josh Jacobs and this Packer offense has done a lot of watching in this first half. And you mentioned Henry's been off the field for the majority of this one. Exactly. He's getting back on the field. Yeah. He's only got 2 touchdowns, and this is Henry territory right here. Yeah, this is where you want him back on the field. It's first and goal on the 2. He's been unstoppable. You've got your big personnel in, and you've got a timeout in your pocket. So even if he doesn't score here, you're okay.
First and goal.
Hoping his team can stay alive in the NFC North. Baltimore just trying to stay alive for
Huntley from a shotgun pitch. Henry into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens.
The 7th time in his career that he's had 3 touchdowns in a game, and he's done it in the first half on just 21 carries. A nice play call that time by Todd Monken. They bring Derrick Henry in. They've been running power inside football. That time a little wrinkle and a toss. with a new formation.
Up and good.
It is a stunned silence at Lambeau Field. Look at what they did formationally now. This is Mark Andrews, the tight end. There's an extra offensive lineman here. This is likely. So you got 3 offensive linemen to the right plus a tight end. Quick toss to Derrick Henry, and he walks into the end zone. They got the first down. They called timeout. They got the personnel on the
Yeah, great game for Henry. It's only halftime.
They totally fooled the Green Bay defense with their formation and with the quick toss to Derrick Henry. Well, the Packers had allowed 24 or fewer points in 14 straight home games. They've allowed 27.
Love that video.
It's the most points they've allowed in any half this season. And for the Ravens, they had scored 27 since week 10 at Minnesota in a 27-19 victory. And now Derrick Henry climbs to 4th all-time in career rushing touchdowns, passing Adrian Peterson. It's only 2 behind Marcus Allen for getting to those top 2 of Devin Smith and LaDainian Tomlinson. And one other thing, just to continue to showcase the greatness of Derrick Henry, last week was his 25th career game with 100 or more rushing yards and 2 or more touchdowns, which was tied for second with Jim Brown. He now ties LaDainian Tomlinson for first with his 26th.
Oh, big hit of the kickoff. Dropped at the 24. Green Bay will start there. What's up, Ryan? Welcome in. Yeah, they're looking pretty good right now.
As opposed to 1.
Might be a little too late, though, and everything.
Derrick Henry, I mean, the stats don't lie. I mean, he runs his best in December and January in a regular season. And again, the longer this night goes and the colder it gets, the harder he is going to be to tackle for this Green Bay defense. Green Bay will take the knee, head into the half.
Green Bay will take a knee and head into the halftime. We'll have one commercial, then they'll tell us about the halftime there.
In the 4th quarter and overtime last week in Chicago. A runner response for Baltimore after a disappointing finish at home against New England on Sunday Night Football last week, giving up a double-digit lead in the 4th quarter to the Patriots, who would eventually lose 28-24. Time now for our Coach Interview, presented by Geico. Down to KT.
Coach, over 100 yards and 3 touchdowns for Derrick Henry. You guys have controlled the offense. What's enabled that success?
Benjamin, welcome in.
Just running the ball well. We got to keep going well.
What adjustments do you want to make defensively in the second half?
Well, I like to defend the pass, maybe get the rolls a little bit better, but just got to do a better job against the pass generally.
Coach, thanks so much.
Thank you.
David Medlin, welcome in. Happy holidays to you and Benjamin. If it's your first time here on the channel, sub it up. Come back anytime. We got halftime here. We got it counting down on the screen so you can keep up with it.
And we're going to look ahead to tomorrow night's game on SNF between the 11-4 Bears and the 11-4 49ers. That's all coming up next.
Big Packers fan. Cool. Nice. You're welcome, David. I don't think the Browns have enough to beat the Steelers personally, but that's just me. We will see. We will see. Richard, welcome in. Happy New Year. Good to see you. Am I doing the Eagles game tomorrow? No, I'm not. I'm not doing the Eagles game tomorrow.
Does Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield build healthier communities?
Not doing that one, unfortunately.
Kennedy Krieger Institute serves 27,000 individuals with neurodevelopmental diseases, injuries, and disorders. We needed a healthcare provider.
Got our games locked up and ready for tomorrow.
Not only a comprehensive network, but also a higher level of customer service. As a healthcare organization, our employees know what they're looking for, and they know quality service when they see it. That's why they're happy we selected Care First. And now for a weather update.
You don't celebrate yet. It's only halftime.
For a white Christmas. Just be safe getting home. The storm will be here through the night.
That's the key.
The greatest measure of the season is how it makes you feel. The December to Remember sales event.
Get special offers on select Lexus TX models.
Halftime fun. Daniel, welcome in. Daniel Cronin.
Great, but Dad,
really is a wizard. Well, sure, Dad's a wizard. Dad, show them.
Welcome to the show.
Really, everything wicked.
Discover the magic of our best price on gig Wi-Fi for 5 years. Just $50 a month. Xfinity. Imagine that.
Tonight's matchup is brought to you by Land Stoller Automotive.
Welcome in, Todd Hallis.
Welcome to the Toyota halftime. Let's go places.
I'm going to put this on charge for a few minutes.
So the Ravens facing elimination at Lambeau without Lamar Jackson. All they're doing is feeding King Henry.
Oh, I don't have a cord down here, do I?
Thanks to a first half hat trick, and right now the Ravens have the lead 27-14.
Will this work? Basic question.
How about this? He had 18 carries.
Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate that.
21 today and already 106 yards rushing.
Ray, have you ever seen this guy? I know you have. He's trying to tackle him. He's 11 feet tall. He's the best player on the field. Give him the ball. What I love about it, you hear a lot of people say, hey, it's about players, not plays. I've always said it's about players and plays. I love what Monken's doing. They're running him downhill with big people. They're getting him out into space. Keep giving him the ball.
Will not work on that one.
Ways. He's too hard to tackle. It's going to be tough sledding for them in the second half. Green Bay, hard to stop this guy.
On the other side, Green Bay, I don't know what they can do. Right now, I'm thinking if we get in at halftime, if I'm a defensive back, I'm like, hey, coach, take me off the field, get an extra line, and then take that corner off the field, put a defensive, like, just get more big body, because right now they blitz,
All right.
the coverages, they've done so many different things, and it 9 yards, 10 yards.
Let me get the additional battery.
It hasn't mattered. And by the way, those 21 rushes, that's the most he's had in a single half. We'll see how many he has for us in the second. Now, earlier today, we got to watch the Texans and the Chargers.
There's only 17% on it.
To clinch, and that's exactly
How much does this one
did.
have?
And here are the coaches after the game.
One thing I gotta say, baby, how does it feel to be in?
All right, I got 4 bars over here. That over.
We didn't win today, but
Miss Thibodeau's in with us.
at no point. I mean,
Ravens looking tough tonight. Well, they're running the ball well.
some things to clean up before the
Jeff, welcome in.
and we'll use that. We'll use
Let me drop this in here.
Hey, you know what? The offensive line, they might not have said no loss, but they might have whispered it.
Need additional battery on my iPad for the chat. Looked up and realized it was at 10%. And I'm like, oh, heck.
Has going right now that has led to so many wins for the Texans.
Yeah, whether you say no loss or not, you still got knocked out. And that's what it looked like. Just use the Texas defense. Everyone is attacking. They're all going forward. The defensive line, they're pushing people back. The linebackers are seeing open gaps. They're flying downhill.
All right.
Aggressive because they know everyone else is getting after the quarterback. The Texas defense is
Hook this up. We will be good to go.
Yes, there's great players out there, but it's the unit and how they play together what makes them so special.
The play just happens so fast. They get off the ball, they get up the field, and they just start.
There we go. Now I got a charge. Now I'm good. Now I'm good for the balance of the game.
If you don't have a comprehensive protection plan.
How'd you get that stiff arthritis? Well, let's see. I went into a coma for 50 days. I had my left hand cut off. I had my right legs cut off, both my legs cut off, and then I spent about 500 days in a hospital. And they cut all the tendons out of my right arm. I don't have any tendons in my right arm. You have a wrecked hand too? Yeah, it sucks, but it's life. I'm glad to be here. Glad to be here.
This defense will eat.
Yeah, and you already heard Harbaugh.
Glad to be here.
They already clinched their berth, but with the Texans win, that means that Denver clinches the AFC West. And
It's a beautiful thing. We're over here. We're building a community.
A look at tomorrow night's game between the Bears and the 49ers and what it means for the 1 seed in the NFC. But first,
Ravens still have a chance, but I just don't think that the Browns can beat the Steelers. I don't think they have enough in their tool bag to take the Steelers tomorrow, just my opinion. So, love to see it happen. Love to see Sanders have a great night and pull something off, but I just don't think it's going to happen. Oh, 4:22 left in halftime. 4:20. 4:20. Ravens with a halftime lead here.
Get the best of NBC News with a subscription. Ad-free articles, podcasts, and NBC News shows, plus exclusive content. Download and subscribe for more.
What I can tell you is Fred's been working incredibly hard, and he's making really good progress. It would be well ahead of the original timeline that we were given.
I'm very glad to be alive. God left me here for a reason. I spend my time helping as many people as I can. That's what I do with my life now. If you like what we're doing, sub it up for us. That would help me out a lot. No, I'm not doing the Eagles game tomorrow.
But guess what? You're going to hear from him, from Jack, Tony, and Rodney. They'll be at Levi's Stadium for Football Night in America. Fred Warner joining them. Let's talk about
not doing that game.
Okay, we got Kyle Shanahan. Great, they're elite. But which defense is ultimately going to be the squad that can stop one of these two guys?
I'm going with the Chicago Bears. I think this Bears defense, I know it's predicated on
Bears and 49ers tomorrow. What's up, John? Welcome back in.
this unit is used.
How you doing, buddy?
They know each game we gotta have it. It's not if or how. It's we're gonna do it. I think when you
Ricky, welcome in. Happy holidays, everybody. Let's see if we can get 7 more subs and get up to 49,025. That would be something.
The worst thing Chicago does on defense.
That would be something.
So I think they can quiet the game down by giving McCaffrey the ball. They'll get him involved in the passing game. On the other side, the best thing the Niners do is they defend the run, and that's been such a big part of what the Bears have done offensively. If they can stop the run and put the game back on Caleb Williams a little
Rye Kim, I don't know what you're asking there. No, I'm doing the Steelers game tomorrow. I'm going to be watching that game.
But to be able to be consistent enough.
Doing the Steelers game tomorrow.
Either way it goes, both the Bears and the 49ers are still in contention for the 1 seed in the NFC. But for more on that race, let's kick it over to Steve Kornacki.
Yeah, Maria, Bears and Niners and Rams, for that matter, all trying to catch Seattle, who controls the path to the number 1 seed. The Seahawks, if they can win out, that number 1 seed is theirs.
Well, good for you, Daniel. That's awesome. Good luck to you.
The loser, Bears-Niners, cannot get the number 1 seed. If, though,
They're going through all the playoff scenarios here. Hello, Stanley Stocks. Welcome in.
To the number 1 seed. Why? Because they would place
Welcome in.
Week 18. If the Niners win out, the number 1 seed is theirs. If the Niners lose tomorrow and the Bears instead win, the Bears would have a chance at the 1 seed. They would then need to beat the Lions Week 18 and have the Seahawks drop one of their remaining 2 games. Rams, meanwhile, on the periphery a bit here. The good news for them, this is the easiest schedule remaining of this group. The bad news, they need the most help. They need to win out and have Seattle, Chicago, and San Fran all drop one of their remaining.
All the games trying to figure it out.
The game is at Santa Clara. So is their Week 18.
Games at Santa Clara. That's right.
Go through Santa Clara. If they could win the NFC, the Super Bowl would be where else? Santa Clara.
Santa Clara. That's right.
We'll start at 7 Eastern. All right, we got the second half coming from Green Bay. All smiles for Zay Flowers and anyone that's running with that man, King Henry. The Ravens, remember, they lose, they're out. Second half coming from Lambeau next.
This has been the Toyota halftime.
Halftime just about over.
Now we start the hunt. I'm really excited for people to tune in to the Copenhagen tests. Either our communications has been hacked or someone's turned on us.
It's a mole, Alexander.
It's got
Just got to go through all the commercials here.
It's got incredible action sequences. If they think the hack is still undiscovered, we can use that. The show's definitely got it all. I didn't even feel like it did.
You're telling me.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or anything.
All right, we're about ready to roll here.
Same with NFL Productions is prohibited.
December night in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Just about ready to start the second half. Green Bay will receive the ball. Green Bay will receive the ball. Dun, 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 dun.
Powered by AWS in a 13-point game. We begin the second half with Baltimore in front. It's been the battle of the backups, and both have played quite well through two quarters. Snoop Huntley with the 83 through the air, 46 on the ground. Willis with 2 total touchdowns. The Packers defense, though, 27 points, allowed the most in any half this season, including 175 rush yards, the most in any game. They did it through two quarters. The Ravens offense.
Hey, Jeff, have some fun with us, but keep it clean, my friend.
69% overall success rate. A nice night so far, including 72.4% rushing success rate. But it will be the Packers to get the football to start the second half. They are glad to see that man on the sideline to begin the third quarter after Derrick Henry went for 106.
All right, here we go.
Trio scores. And now Malik Willis, who is still perfect.
Green Bay getting the ball.
133 and a touchdown through the air, and the 22-yard scamper for a score on the ground, with a chance to get things rolling right for the Packers. Green Bay has to find a way in this third quarter to get their running game going a little bit. Need more balance in their offense.
Edav, how you doing, buddy? Happy holidays.
And gets tripped up at the 25.
Tripped up at the 25. Green Bay will start there. Steve Browning, welcome in, buddy.
How do you get the defense going here in the second half?
Yeah, we got punched in the mouth pretty good.
Nice. The score is 27-14. The Ravens are up, Steve. 27-14. The Ravens are up. Enjoy your dinner, my brother. Also, for anybody who might be interested, we are running a NFL Survivor pool, $25 a block, $500 a quarter. We have already filled in over half of it. If you're interested, send me an email, PeteMcDevittShow@gmail.com, PeteMcDevittShow@gmail.com, and you can get in. Super Bowl block pool, 25 a quarter, 500. If you're interested, hit me up. We will get you in.
In that run game established has been a challenge. Yeah, trying to get Jacobs involved right away. First play of the third.
Great to see Edav. Hope your Christmas is good, Edav. 27-14, Ravens on top. Green Bay with the ball.
Jacobs and Chris Brooks in the backfield. Let's break the motor, and they missed Tucker Kraft since he went down. Was put on season end.
Rolls out. Willis about to get sacked, and he's going down. Sacked at the 15. My email is right there in the chat for anybody that might need it.
Good coverage. Watch, it's just 4 guys. They're not blitzing, but they do a nice job of rushing under control and staying on the same level as Malik Willis. They don't give him an escape route. He doesn't see anything open down the field and can't unload the football. That's a good disciplined pass rush by the front four of the Ravens. So a third down and 18 to open this third quarter for Green Bay.
You're speaking in Baltimore, Mile. We definitely need to hook up. Willis down the field. Caught. First down. Just shy of midfield. How is that guy that open? Yeah, definitely. Let's talk about that. Shane Morgan, welcome in.
Gets outside. It's not a disciplined rush by the Ravens, and he's able to extend the play and find Reed open for the first down. Third down and long. You don't expect to give that up if you're the Ravens.
Wow.
But they lost contain.
First and 10. They lost contain.
Reed now with a pair of catches for 32 yards. Matthew Gold with the motion man at the play.
Look at his throw. Willis. Round the outside. About to get sacked. Lets it go. Caught. First down. Watson by the 20. Michael Sikowitz. Welcome in, Michael, to the channel. Happy holidays to you. Jordan Love is not starting tonight. Willis throws underneath. Over to Reed. Hit 1 yard. Gain of 1 on the play. He did not start tonight, Steve. Injured.
Watson had been somewhat held in check his previous 2 games. Just 5 catches, 46 yards. After he had 8 for 169 and 3 touchdowns in the prior 2. He's up to 83 yards here tonight.
Shotgun looking to throw underneath. Dropped. Incomplete.
Yeah, just Chris Brooks was thinking about running before he secured the catch. First incompletion of the night for Malik Willis. Now 11 for 12. And now it's 3rd and 9. That's more important in the moment for this Green Bay offense. What looks
3rd down and 9. 3rd and 9.
Turns into a 3rd and long. Well, the thing is, they've got to come away with points here to start the third.
Ollie, welcome in.
Got a chance here on 3rd down.
3rd down and 9. 5 wide. 5 wide for Green Bay. Ravens trying to get pressure. Wilson's going to try to run. And he's going to get the 1st down. 1st and goal. Willis with a great effort for Green Bay.
The reason this thing opened up is Roquan Smith was coming on a blitz, and he was coming outside. Watch Roquan. He's coming out here. He breaks the middle of the field, and there's nobody there. And Willis does an outstanding job keeping his balance and getting the 1st down. But the area was big.
And we're going to get a timeout for some reason.
Malik Willis, who has done a lot on this drive, extending plays, running the football, with a huge conversion on 3rd and long. Well, he broke the tackle of Marlon Humphrey, and Marlon Humphrey is now down after the play, being looked at on the field. We'll check on him when we come back.
We got an injury on Marlon Humphrey.
ZBAL may help in your weight loss journey.
Sub it up if you're new. Welcome in. We will be doing a ton of games all the way through the playoffs. Week 18, the playoffs, all the way to the Super Bowl. 2 games tomorrow, Monday Night Football. Then we get into games for next weekend.
Or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop ZBAL and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression, or
waiting on this commercial break.
Procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking ZBAL with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems. Ask your healthcare provider about once weekly ZBAL and check your coverage today at ZBAL.com.
Cool. iPhone 17? I switched to T-Mobile.
You get 4 iPhone 17s on them.
Wait, who's taking the picture? At T-Mobile, get 4 iPhone 17.
Jacob, welcome in, buddy. How you doing?
4 lines for just $25 a line.
Smile, it's an Alfie.
Let's go! One play at a time. Let's come out here with a win. Get hot.
They're doing some playoff commercials. These are pretty good.
Well, back in Green Bay, looking to see what happened to Marlon Humphrey. At the end of this play, Tavius Robinson is running and steps right on the left foot.
Kerry Allen, welcome in.
A 280-pounder, and definitely taking a look at that hand. So Humphrey out on the sideline. Chidobe Awuzie is in there. Didn't play last week with a foot injury.
1st and goal from the 8. Handoff, Jacobs hit right away. Got maybe a yard. 2nd and goal at the 7.
He's on the line of scrimmage. He reads it. He comes inside so fast that they couldn't get a block on it. Watch, here he is right here. Now he's going to read this and come inside, and a receiver's supposed to try to cut him off. He can't get there. He's too quick getting into the backfield and making the play. Green Bay offense had 3 explosive plays in the first half. 2 passes of 20+, 1 run of 10+, 3.
2nd down and 7 from the 7.
2nd down and
Shotgun looking like he's going to throw. And he will. Dumps it underneath to Jacobs. Falls down, gets back to the line of scrimmage only.
Just can't get Josh Jacobs going. I mean, they tried to
3rd down and goal from the 7. 3rd and goal.
This time they just throw him the screen, get him out in space a little bit, trying to get him going, and not the same kind of night for Josh Jacobs as Derrick Henry. A couple of former Alabama running backs. One of them having a little easier time of it than the other.
Jacobs 4 carries, 3 yards. And that one went nowhere on the catch and run. Henry 21 carries.
Third down.
3 touchdowns. Third and goal. Play clock down to 2.
Just get it off. Pressure coming from the outside. Willis is going to run. He gets hit. He's dropped. 4th and goal with the 6 coming up. 4th and goal with the 6.
Well, this is good disguise by the Ravens. Look at all these guys up here. They're showing blitz, and Malik Willis is checking to a man beater, blitz beater. Then they drop out and play zone. When he tries to leave the pocket, Simpson is there spying and makes the play.
Hey, feel better, Mike. Have a good night. Thank you.
They've been excellent on 3rd down. And
They are going to kick the field goal, and the field goal looks to be good, and it is. Magical Mike, welcome in.
17.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's
Let's see, I'm going to do
disease or
this.
colitis symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya.
That'll make this a lot easier.
4 weeks, remission at 12 weeks, and lasting remission at 1 year.
Welcome in.
Some even saw visible healing of the intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur.
Got a lot of great streamers in the chat tonight.
Infections and TB. Tell your
Zippity-Doo Doug is in here. Cakes, who's part of the 927. Jennifer Caruso. Magical Mike streams on his channel. Scooping through. Days Disney Dreams does some streaming. Does a great job. Just trying to go through real quick and take a quick look.
The all-new Acura ADX, crafted to match your energy.
Hurry into your local Acura dealer for the season of performance.
Ravens will be getting the ball back. Up 10. 9:30 left in the 3rd. They like me now.
My name is Detective Christopher Raven. I'm proud to introduce Mercy, a judicial system powered by artificial intelligence.
He thought he created the perfect system until it turned on him.
You're charged with the murder of your wife. If you are innocent, prove it, or you will be executed.
I need to find out who killed my wife.
You have access to every camera, cell phone, and database.
Bring her back. Boss, can you find out who that is?
You must move from one piece of the puzzle to the next.
I have something here. Oh my God.
Mercy, rated PG-13, only in theaters.
That looks like an interesting movie. AJC Amy, she streams on Wednesday. She does a good job too.
First half, heading into the second half, that his team got bullied.
A lot of good people in here tonight.
He told us this week we cannot let
Mouse Talk. Speaking of good people, there's Walt, our partner channel, who also does a great job. Paul Nelson, welcome in. Happy holidays to you and Walt.
They've got to have more fight, more toughness. They got to get off blocks. They've got to win more at the line of scrimmage and try to get Derrick Henry moving side.
All right, here we go. Ravens getting the ball back.
With his shoulders straight at you, too hard to play against. And you can't just say, well, add extra people to the line of scrimmage. Bring the safeties up. He's running over safeties. It's up to the front people.
Caught at the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Still on his feet, still fighting. He'll get to the 33 and be knocked down there. Ravens will start there. 1st and 10 at the 33.
Well, Derrick Henry again. Most of it has been down and running. The offensive line has been dominant. They've used big personnel with Ricard and fullback, with Kohler as the extra tight end. And Derrick Henry just kind of running at will. 3 touchdowns in the first half. The old saying in Alabama is ram a team in Alabama. Well, this is the
Here we go. 1st down and 10.
Can you translate that?
What was that?
Handoff, Henry. Around the outside, he doesn't get much there. They're on that. Got about a yard. 2nd and 9. They were all over that one.
Wouldn't even be surprised to see Green Bay with a little bare front, or where they reduce the front.
Be a perfect time for a bootleg play action.
Packer down at the end of that first play.
We got a Packer down on the play.
Kamal Haddon is the man down.
Yes.
Last year
Eric, they have.
I'll check on him here in Lambeau.
We've got the timeout.
So with everything except for my cats, 5 boats, and sailing around the world.
Thank you for joining us. We hope you're loving the broadcast so far. If you haven't already, take a moment to like the stream and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on future shows. Now, back to the man himself. Here's Pete with more of the Pete McDevitt Show.
Hey, if you're new to the channel, welcome in. This is my studio here in Baltimore, Maryland. Glad that you're with us tonight. We broadcast over 100 plus NFL games a year, over 120 MLB games a year. We're going to be doing the World Baseball Classic. We're going to be doing some of the Olympics. So hit us up with a follow tonight. Love for you to do that. If you're brand new to me, I am a triple amputee. I tell everybody that up front, because if not, I get questions during the stream. Lost my hand and both of my legs in a medical tragedy. Spent just under 50 days in a coma and under 500 in a hospital. I'm blessed to be alive, and God left me here to try to help other people, and that's what we are focused on doing. So welcome. I'm glad you're part of our community. Sub it up if you like. We'd love for you to come back. Life is like a movie. Write your own ending, and that's what I'm trying to do.
The wheel, the internet, and now new Fireball Blazing Apple. We did it. New Fireball Blazing Apple, mankind's greatest innovation.
Higher stakes, lower prices. Score NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV for a new lower price. Now only $60.
Get YouTube TV right now for $60. Watch half the games tomorrow, and week 18. Give us $60. No.
Well, the car has come out for Kamal Haddon.
You went to Ravens game in the 90s. Nice, Daniel.
The replay was clearly a gruesome lower body type of injury. As they brought the cart out, they will load him up.
They're bringing the cart out.
With a number of injuries, good to see that Haddon will get on there himself.
They're saying it was a gruesome injury. They're taking him off in a cart.
Brought out an air cast quickly as well.
They brought out an air cast really quick.
As he will be taken to the back of the locker room.
Welcome to the clubhouse.
Welcome to the clubhouse, Daniel Cronin. Thank you for subbing, buddy.
Life. Late round pick with Kansas City last year, spent preseason with the Chiefs before being let go. So then played 2 games with the Pack last year and has gotten limited action again so far this season, just trying to continue to prove that he belongs on these rosters after an excellent college career bouncing around. Started at Independence Community College before heading to Auburn, finishing at Tennessee. You'll hear it from the faithful here in Green Bay.
There was one of the defensive backs. I couldn't see a name. Number 26.
Ready to build some momentum with a stop on first down. Let's see.
All right, here we go. Ravens, 2nd and 9.
The emotional side comes to play with a fallen teammate.
2nd down and 9. Handoff. Henry out to the 39. They kept his logo and his name really covered up when they got him on the cart. Thank you, Eric Hayden, he says. They kept it really covered up. Thank you to Eric Aislinger. I believe I'm saying it right. I was so easy when names used to be normal on here rather than this whole @ system, but 3rd down and 5, and we got a flag down. It's going to be a false start on the Ravens.
12 men.
Oh, 12 men on the defense. I missed that one. Wow. And LaFleur is going nuts right now. First down for the Ravens. LaFleur is going nuts. Screaming at the ref right now.
He's running the challenges potentially. And now he's going to put it back towards the pocket.
After replay assist, there's only 11 men on the field.
Yeah, there's a
After replay assist, only 11 men. Take it back to third down. LaFleur was right. The referees were wrong.
That's a big turnaround right there. It sure is. Huge third down play here for the Packer defense. A chance to get this crowd riled up again. Packers have got stopped.
Crowd is getting loud at Lambeau.
They faced. This is 5 from the 39. Showing pressure. Probably going to drop out of it.
Third down and 5. Third and 5. Look at the throw. Underneath. Caught. First down. Flowers at the 45. You're a Bears fan, and my girl is a Ravens fan. This is great. Welcome into our channel. Sub it up if you're having a good time. We're doing your Bears tomorrow night. Doing the Bears and the 49ers.
Secure the football and get the first down. Don't try to make a huge play. Make the smart play and get the first down.
First down and 10 at their own 45. Handoff, Henry. He got nothing on that one. Maybe one. He got nothing on that one.
Back-to-back first down running plays. The Green Bay defense has been up for the challenge. Force him wide. Get off blocks on the inside. Round to the football. Matt LaFleur asks for more fight from his front. Jeff Hafley has to be pretty happy with those first down plays.
Second down and 9. Second and 9. Packers showing pressure. Flowers in motion. Henry gets hit in the backfield for a loss. It's going to be third and about 15. That was a big loss. They were all over that one. Huntley read it wrong. He should have read and threw it to his wide receiver.
Just get inside here with quickness. The tackle just whips. Rosengarten, the right tackle, just whipped because of the quickness and a negative yardage play for the Packer defense.
Third and 15. Look at the throw. He's got a little bit of time. Gets it out to Ali. They'd only get about half of it back. Fourth down. They're going to punt. They are going to punt.
Negative yardage play that the defense registered right in the ball game. Puts him in third and very long. Huntley just making the safe throw. Green Bay forces a punt. And you mentioned
first punt of the night for the Ravens.
And Stuart Stout, the Pro Bowler, will come out. And Romeo Dobbs back deep to receive it at his own 10. We can make some funky kicks, too. I think the Packers special teams coach called them banana kicks. Fair catch called for.
Fair catch called for at the 15.
15-yard line. 27-17. Well, Vince Lombardi would have liked the defense he just saw. Stand by the Packers. Just over 5 to play in the third.
Master Mike Cakes, I think, is doing good. He's got some good stuff going on. Look at the bullseye. If we hit the bullseye tonight, Cakes is all over that. Thank you. New subscriber. Thank you very much.
Actually, I'm seeing something from Schwab.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Schwab likes to invest.
Cambridge, thank you very much. Benjamin says, I want everyone to know Merry Christmas. Oh, very nice of you.
Insurance and estate planning, all with low fees.
We're experiencing technical difficulties.
Carl.
Schwab, a modern approach to wealth management. A 2D order is on the way for Hunter, who finds anything he puts his nose to. This holiday, Mom uses Chewy to save up to 40% on gifts that Hunter loves hunting down. For low prices, for holidays with pets, there's Chewy. Welcome to the clubhouse.
Welcome to the clubhouse, too. There it is. K-Bear Chihuahua. I hope I said that right. Boy, that went by class. K-Bear, welcome in. I got to keep that up there a little bit quicker to have a chance to read it.
Hey, co-pilot.
Yes, K-Bear Chihuahua. That's a cool name.
Hey, co-pilot, why are we so far behind?
Toy assembly has declined due to hot cocoa consumption.
You talking to your computer. Help me figure out these instructions.
I don't think we'll make it there before 2026. That's 1,000 is a lot in a short time, but I love the wishes. That was our goal, but we're going to fall a little short. Still a great year. We met a lot of nice people. We helped a lot of people grow their channels beside our own, which is important to me.
Live team, do whatever I have to do to win. If you're going to come for me, I'll finish you. Shame on you.
I'll love. It is like a firing squad.
What is this game?
Again.
A traitor. That sounds interesting.
Less than 2 months away, you can see.
Less than 2 months away. Winter Olympics. Yes.
For gold in Italy. Winter Olympics begin Friday, February 6th on NBC and Peacock. Look at the Green Bay Curling Club, which was established in 1958, located less than half a mile from Lambeau Field. Malik Willis has.
We are on the countdown now, though, to 50K, which is pretty cool. Which is really cool. Play action. Look at the throw. He's about to get hit. Willis going to run for it. We got a flag down. What you talking about, Willis? You ain't going. There's a flag down. Holding Green Bay half the distance.
That's one of the disadvantages when your quarterback is mobile and can extend plays. His alignment doesn't always know where he is. Here's the left guard. Watch. He's got good protection. He's good. He's good. Quarterback leaves the pocket, but he doesn't know that. And as the defender tries to pursue the ball, he ends up grabbing it.
Grab CJ Okoye.
First and 17. First and 17. Pressure coming. Gets it off. Dropped. Watson. Throwing to Watson. He dropped it. Second and 17.
Step done by teammate Tavius Robinson. His left hand was compromised. On the sidelines, they soaked a material in water and made it more malleable to serve as a fiberglass splint, and then they taped that hand. So that is how he's going to play the remainder of this game, guys.
That was a lot of syllables, but it sounds like hopefully it will be helpful. That's a tough dude, though, to tough things. That's the one syllable type. NFL players are some tough dudes, man.
Second down and 17. Shotgun. Ravens fall back. Caught. Connects with Golden. 3rd and 5 coming up now. 3rd and 5.
Give yourself a chance on 3rd down. Something where you don't have to hold the ball too long. Again, Green Bay outside of a few runs by the quarterback.
I would have kept pressuring them at that point, but they didn't.
So it's all been on Malik Willis throwing the football. At least on 3rd and this yardage, you can call something where you don't have to hold the football a long time.
Completion got back to where the Willis sprint would have been if not for the penalty at the 19. 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. Ravens showing pressure. Looks like they were offsides. Flags down. They had to be offsides.
So Draymond Jones was one of the first ones there. Might have gotten a jump. Let's hear it from Allen Eckler.
Baltimore was definitely coming with pressure that time.
Offside, jumping into the neutral zone, number 53 defense. The 5-yard penalty for ball to the touchdown.
It's Kyle Van Noy. It was Jones first.
Yeah, definitely Jones first.
And Jones might have made contact with the line before the snap.
First down after the offsides.
That's okay. We all get second chances.
And they were definitely coming after Malik Willis on that 3rd down play.
Michael Siskowitz, welcome in. Glad you're here tonight. Great, giving some good comments in there. Appreciate you. Shotgun, going to throw. Got way too much time. Caught. Watson. Big play. 23 yards on the pass. First down. Way too much time for him to throw.
It's been a long time coming for the Packers receiver. Well, he turned Wiggins around a couple times. You know, you've got to respect the speed of Watson. Wiggins is probably the fastest guy on this defense, but still giving respect and giving cushion to Watson.
Just woke up, Rob.
Had 100+ yard
receiver. It happens.
143 yards in week 8 versus Pittsburgh.
Play action, looking to throw. Going down the field. Incomplete. Ball was out of bounds and uncatchable. Second down and 10 with 3:11 on the clock.
So a second down and 10. Zach Gore hoping his defense and find some splash plays to keep his team in front. They've gone without Josh Jacobs so far on this drive. It's been Brooks and Wilson. We've yet to see anybody not named Malik.
Second down and 10.
Jacobs carry the football. On second down and 10.
Got time again across the middle. Caught, hit right away and dropped. Reed on the catch. 3rd and 2 coming up. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Third down. The one thing this Raven defense has had trouble pressuring the quarterback.
Been a long work week. I get you.
Very much pressure.
3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Going down the field. Got a man. Caught. Wiggins is just getting burned tonight, left and right. They need to get him down to shock trauma to the burn unit because he is just fried. Good Lord. Melton on the catch. First down. Beautiful throw. First and 10 at the 11.
Mosley turned Bo Melton into a defensive back, but he still has his wide receiver background and sets him up first down and 10 from the 11.
Play action. Malik's going to keep it. He's going to try to run it again, and he'll get it. Willis, touchdown.
Clap your hands.
Wow.
You said it. Other than a little bit of Josh Jacobs, it's been the running game of Malik Willis. Same play he scored on earlier. Different looking defense, different offensive formation, but the same effect.
Extra points, good.
Extra point, Brandon McManus to make it a 3-point game. And he does. Malik Willis has been in complete control of his 3rd start as a Packer. So
it looks like he tweaked his thigh. They're looking at it on the sideline when he took off.
Eyes are on the back. Eyes are in the backfield. And the speed of Willis, Van Noy goes with the fake. And he's just too quick getting to the edge. Nate Wiggins kind of got frozen out there. Watch number 2, Wiggins. He doesn't even get blocked, but his eyes are drifting inside. And he can't get back out to make a play. So Willis does his job with his 2nd rushing touchdown tonight. His 1st career multi-touchdown game and his 4th career rushing score. Caps off a 7-play.
Ravens get the ball back now. 2:02 on the clock.
You saw after the play kind of pointed towards his hamstring, and now he's getting looked at on the Packers bench. He dealt with the shoulder at the end of regulation last week. In the Bears comeback on the final play of regulation, got sacked and went into overtime with way less than 100% on his shoulder. So he's already dealing with that. He was dealing with flu-like symptoms through the week, and now potentially getting looked at in the lower body. You see they're feeding him.
Take Humphreys out of the game. You don't like Humphreys? Welcome in GR 5072. Nice return for the Ravens out to the 30-35. Out to the 37, but a flag is down.
on what they did defensively the last possession. That was the first drive of the game that Baltimore did not score points.
Holding Ravens.
In the first half, Jones called for the hold there, and things started to unravel a little bit for John Harbaugh's team.
All right, let's see what they can do with the offense this time. If you're brand new, say hello in the chat. Sub it up. Let's have some fun. We're doing 2 games tomorrow. Monday Night Football. We'll cover Week 18, the playoffs, and the Super Bowl.
What they were doing at the line of scrimmage in that first half. Second answer from the back.
Shotgun. Look at the throw. Huntley underneath. Kohler with the catch. Now they're saying no catch, waving it off.
The key for Green Bay defensively is to win on first down. They've done that here the last couple of positions.
He did not catch it. That was a trap.
Brings up 2nd and 10. Much different than when Derrick Henry's ripping off 5, 6, 7 yards on first down. Lambo's got the juice again.
2nd and 10. Huntley over to Andrews, out to the 21. 3rd down is short. 3rd down and about 5.
Missed tackles in the National Football League and the lowest yardage after the catch of any team in the league. They'll go quick on
3rd and 5. Changing the play at the line. Changing the play at the line.
Just to prevent Green Bay from substituting. That didn't mean they were going to go fast themselves.
Handoff up the middle. Henry, 1st down. Out to the 30. 9 on the play for Henry.
It's going here and it cuts back to the middle. They went hurry up to keep the same personnel on the field for Green Bay and then call a run play. And Derrick Henry was able to convert on 3rd down. Nice job by the Ravens executing offensively there against the defense they wanted. 26 carries already for Derrick Henry. 116 in the 3 first half touchdowns.
Pitch to Henry in the backfield. Gain of 5, gain of 10, gain of 15, gain of 20, 25. Big run by Henry down the outside. Longest run of the night, over 30 yards.
Ricard kicks out. Nobody has the edge of the defense. And Henry is able to get it down the sideline.
That's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter.
Ricard kicked it out. And nobody there to set the edge for the Green Bay defense. It's been his night so far. Oh, boy. 147 yards.
147 yards for Henry now.
Baltimore needs a win to stay alive for playoff contention. Green Bay needs a win to stay alive for the division. We've got 15 minutes to decide a victor next.
How
long has that house been empty?
20 years.
You don't think that's weird? They had a daughter who
died
in the house. So are we gonna go in?
Do white ladies love salad? Hell yeah, we're going in. Which one of us is the murderer? Your face.
I don't know what that movie or that show is. 4th quarter coming up. Sub it up if you're new. We will be live tomorrow night and tomorrow in the afternoon. Steeler game at 1 o'clock. Bears game at 8 o'clock. Monday Night Football. We're going to finish out the Monday Night Football year. Then we start Week 18 coverage next weekend. And the playoffs and the Super Bowl right here on the channel. Over 100 plus NFL games a year. Just got to get through these commercials so we can get back to football.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend
Gearing up for the holidays.
and the first timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in Chevrolet.
Get 0% financing on all 2026 Silverado 1500 pickups.
Let's go.
$73 total value on this.
Ball's going to be at the Green Bay 41 when we come back in.
$750 total cash allowance. Trust Tom Castlemite and WBAL 11 weather.
Two backup quarterbacks have put on a show, and there's so much at stake for both teams. Baltimore is eliminated from playoff contention with a loss tonight. They need to find a way to win, and they need a Steelers loss tomorrow against Cleveland. For Green Bay, they've already clinched the playoff berth, but they can win the NFC North if they win out, and Chicago loses out starting tomorrow in Santa Clara against the Niners. Both playing for a ton in these final 15 minutes and 3-point.
First down and 10. Huntley under center at the 41. Handoff. Mitchell gets 4.
Back from Green Bay after Baltimore took a 27-14 lead going into half. Malik Willis has come out and delivered 2 outstanding drives, including his second rushing touchdown of the night. He's got 45 on the ground and 272 in the air. He's been off the charts. Huntley, 97 passing yards, 46 rushing yards. Hasn't had to do as much with Derrick Henry going for 146 and 3 touchdowns.
Handoff. Mitchell again. Short run. 2 yards.
That's a big hole to run into. Now again, a little different tackle.
Alejandro, welcome in. Third down coming up. Third down and 4 from the 35.
Effectively, it's third down play here for both teams. Again, a reminder of Tyler Luke, not great from distance so far in his rookie campaign. This one would be about a 53-54 yarder.
Ali in the game. Why is Ali in the game? Third and 4.
But very quiet. Back in motion. Looking his way. Huntley steps up.
Huntley steps up. He's going to run for it and get it. First down inside the 30. Great job by Huntley tonight. Wow.
As this opens up, Clay Walker is guarding the back. It's man coverage, so everybody's running with receivers, and there's nobody to account for the quarterback. And a great decision by Snoop Huntley. Both of these quarterbacks have made plays with their arm and with their legs all night long.
First and 10.
Play callers and the signal callers. Henry back in there.
Handoff. Henry right up the middle. Gain of about 8. They're going to mark it 7. Second and 3 coming up at the Green Bay 19. Inside the red zone again.
Lamar Jackson out with the back injury from last week after taking a knee in the loss to the Patriots. A 6-6 record to start of this year. Just unfamiliar territory for this group. And Tyler Huntley has come in just as he did last week after Lamar Jackson was ruled out and has steadied the ship. From add to what's already a 3-point Raven lead.
Handoff. Henry around the outside. First down, Raven. He just shoved a guy out of the way. Good Lord. He just threw a guy out of the way like WWE. Wow.
He breaks it outside. You see the speed, and then you see this.
24. Valentine just got shoved 5 yards. First down, Ravens. At the 12.
Matt LaFleur said they babied us. That's the exact example he was looking at. Mitchell back in.
Mitchell back in with Ricard. Pitch. Mitchell down inside of the 10. Second down.
With a good job to keep his eyes on 34 and white. Derrick Henry with 160.
350 plus good people in here right now. Sub it up if you're new. If you're having a good time, say hello in the chat. We'd love to welcome you in.
He has run
so hard tonight. Again, he had 18 carries a week ago, didn't play the last 12 minutes and 50 seconds of that loss to New England.
Second down and 8. Second down and 8.
Second down and 8.
Huntley's going to run again. That went nowhere. That went absolutely nowhere. Jalen, welcome in.
Yeah, really nice play. It didn't look like Huntley might get the edge. Watch Van Ness, he's on the block, but he keeps his outside arms free. So he maintains coverage. He releases for the blocker, and he makes the play. That's perfect.
Third down and 8. Third and 8.
Keeping that outside arms free and making the play. Baltimore has been phenomenal on third down here tonight. Oshina and a big job 15.
Look at the throw. Underneath. Caught. Touchdown, Ravens. Zay Flowers on a corner pattern.
Zay Flowers extends the ball. At that point right there, it's a touchdown. Right, Terry?
Dave Freeman, welcome in.
Absolutely. That was very concise and very accurate. Thank you, Terry. Well, we've had some interesting the Ravens have been
sub it up if you're new. Let's get up to 35 on that sub count. 7 more, get us to 35. Extra points, good.
Tyler Luke makes it 34-24. Zay Flowers with the touchdown.
Again, welcome in if you're new. We got a timeout in the game. My name is Pete. We do over 100 NFL games a year right here on the channel, starting early in the season. We will cover the UFL as well. We cover MLB. If you're a baseball fan, I cover the MLB in depth to 120 plus games roughly a year on MLB. We are going to do the World Baseball Classic. And if you happen to love Disney, this is what I do. I started doing this channel about 3 years ago. I had a medical tragedy after supporting with the military through private DOD for 20 years. I had a medical tragedy that put me into a coma, that took my left hand and took both of my legs. I am a triple amputee. Spent about almost 50 days in a coma. I was like 48 in a coma. And this is what I do now for fun. This is my hobby. So if you love what we're doing, we do it all over here with respect. We're all about respect and respecting each other and having a good time. If you like that, hit us up with a sub. Come back anytime. Chat in the chat. It's free. I'm not like other sports people. I don't charge you money just to say hello. I don't believe in that. Vito came in saying hello. Welcome in, Vito. Glad you're here. See if we missed anybody else. I don't think we did. We are at a TV timeout right now. TV timeout. If you got any questions for me, throw them into the chat. We'll gladly answer whatever questions we can. If you have questions about the channel or me or anything we do a little Q&A, drop it into the chat. Gladly answer what we can deemed appropriate.
Welcome to the clubhouse.
Welcome to the clubhouse, J Love Flow. Welcome to the clubhouse. Is Jordan playing? No. Jordan Love did not start at all. Did not start at all.
It's all streaming on Peacock.
Tomorrow night, Bears and the 49ers. 7 o'clock, special start time. I'll be watching it. I'll be doing it. Why are they starting at 7 o'clock? And they're starting earlier. Billionaires Show, welcome in. Thank you. Come back anytime, my friend. Happy holidays to you. 10:10 on the clock. Packers getting the ball back. Love the vibes. Thank you for subbing. Come back anytime. Happy holidays to you, Jay.
So we've talked during the week about both guys and those blunders, and here they are. Henry with 3 touchdowns, Flowers with his first touchdown of the night to extend.
Here's the kick. Packers going to take it inside the 5. At the 10, 15, 20, whoop, 25. Got hit right there and driven back. They're going to mark him about the 27. Is the ball loose? No, I don't think so. I think they're just wrestling around because it's fun to do.
Baltimore believes they're pointing that way. The initial call was that he was down by contact.
Baltimore's pointing like they got the ball, which they do, but I thought he was down.
Ravens have the football after all that is said and done. DeAndre Jackson, they said forward progress, which you can't review.
Yeah, forward progress you can't review.
Progress was truly stopped, so it will be Green Bay football.
All right, Green Bay, 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 28. That ball was down by contact. That was not a loose ball anyway.
So this drive will start from the 28-yard line, 10:04 to play. Green Bay looking to stay
at the 28, 1st and 10.
The Ravens just trying to stay in contention for the playoffs with a win here tonight.
Willis about to get hit. He's going to run away. He's going to slide.
There's some contact after the fact. That's what the crowd's responding to, but they won't get a penalty.
2nd down and 5. He's only going to get 5 yards. Carolyn Smith, welcome in. Thank you for being here tonight. 2nd and 5, 9:40 on the clock.
Again, Baltimore not really worried about the run game other than the quarterback.
Willis, look at his throw. Caught. 1st down. Romeo Dobbs on the catch. Thank you. It's a studio type thing, but Man Cave works, I guess, too. It's our broadcasting studio that we use. The only thing this room is used for in the house is a broadcasting studio. I've got a man cave downstairs. Ron Caruso is a huge fan of my man cave. He came over and said, I love this man cave. I'd like to do one in my house just like this. Willis looking to throw. Willis going to run for his life. Takes off. He's going to get the 1st down. Ron said, I really want this. I want all the colors. I said, you can do it.
Well, whatever that elixir he was drinking down there must have worked because it doesn't.
1st down and 10. Willis with a big run there.
But the Ravens just not able to rush him with contain. They've given him too many chances to escape and make plays.
Handoff, off tackle, right up the middle, gain of 5.
A productive 1st down carry before running into Roquan Smith.
Wilson on the run.
Ran really well last week.
They're going to mark it 2nd and 4. They're going to give him 6.
82 yards. Very quiet tonight. What's his 1st carry? Goes for 6 yards.
Willis throws. Caught. Watson. Ravens can't stop anything on a passing play right now.
Wilson ran the ball, and on this play does a nice job picking up the blitz. Here he is right here. Watch him come across the formation and just give his quarterback a little bit of time. Roquan Smith coming on the blitz, picks it up, enough time to have a clean pocket to make the throw for the 1st down. And now Willis is down. And remember, he had the shoulder injury.
Willis is down, and he looks hurt.
This was the last play of regulation that he got sacked. Came back in, delivered a strike in overtime.
Backup quarterback getting loose.
That right shoulder after this throw. Yeah, he didn't get hit. It's just the throw.
He didn't get hit. It's the throw that hurt him. Wow. He literally threw the ball, and his shoulder collapsed on him. You'll be here tomorrow. Awesome.
288 passing yards to go with a touchdown. He's got 2 rushing touchdowns. 60 yards on the ground.
Willis is having the game of his life, and he's going to have to be taken out. Toon is coming in. Here comes Toon. Clayton Toon coming in.
On the sideline. This is the hit he took to the locker room. And this is the hit he took last week. He is sprinting towards the locker room.
He's going right to the locker room. He's not even going to the sidelines. He's going to that locker room. Bling, welcome in. Welcome, Blaine.
Checked out, and Clayton too, just called up from the practice squad to the active roster, thrust into action now.
Let's see what he can do. It's tune time, yeah. That's great. Tune time.
Says he's been a huge asset in their quarterback room. An A+
Blinks in the house with us. Neil, hello. Play action. He's going to try to throw on the run. Nope. Nothing doing there. Second down.
Only one start in the NFL. That was with the Cardinals. Didn't go very well. It was a shutout loss to Cleveland. But 44 starts in his career at the University of Houston. Very prolific career there. Threw 40 touchdowns his final season there.
You like the 49ers over the Bears, Perrix? Second down and 10. Second and 10.
Second down and 10 for Clayton 2.
Pressure coming, gets it off. Intercepted on a tip drill. Humphreys has got it. First down, Ravens. Went off the receiver's hands, right into Humphreys' hands.
And this ball is thrown right in the right spot. Humphrey gets the interception off the deflection. The fourth pick of the year for Marlon Humphrey. Clayton 2's first pass.
Fourth pick of the year.
Here's a turnover.
Welcome into Gary. How you doing, Gary C? Welcome in. We're at 33. I'm challenging the chat right now. We need 17 subs for $49.50. Can you pull off 17 subs and make it $49.50? Mike Beachman says, sub it up, everyone. Can we get 17 new to make it $49,050? Is there enough magic in the moonlight that could happen tonight? Do you want to come back for tomorrow night, Monday night, week 18, the playoffs and the Super Bowl?
This isn't just combat.
We'd love you to come back. Angel, welcome in. Ravens got it. Yes, they do.
Paramount Plus.
The guy sitting next to your girl on a kiss cam.
This game just got a lot more interesting.
And if you ever have the right home coverage, you're going to have to kiss your savings goodbye. Let's go beat it.
Let's go beat it. Oh, my Lord.
Waiting for it. Make your move before I do.
You've earned this, so hold it up higher.
All right.
It doesn't just have great bones. It was the backbone of your community. So you breathe in new life, grinding away to make space for tomorrow, for your people. This isn't just
From the vet,
it's
from Nassau. Welcome in. Blinks, glad you're here. Sub it up. Come back anytime. Welcome in. Prepper Nutrients, welcome in. Happy New Year.
Really challenging situation for Clayton Tune to be thrust into, called up from.
Welcome to the clubhouse.
Welcome to the clubhouse. Mark Tucker.
The shoulder and the first pass goes through the hands of Bo Mel into the hands of Marlon Humphrey. And Baltimore takes over with under 7 to play and a 10-point cushion.
Handoff up the middle. Henry. Gain of about 3.
Now up to 162.
Work, agree wins. If not, I'll be back tomorrow to watch 49ers. Nice. Benjamin, have a great night at work. Or a great day at work. Or hope work goes quick.
They went away from Henry.
They're playing John Cena's music.
Total drives that they had, but they had longer drives that they could have given an opportunity for Henry to get in there. And John Harbaugh was pretty honest about it, said if he could go back, he would certainly try to get him in the game. Now's your opportunity. As you want to bleed this clock down, you've got one of the great weapons in the entire league to do so.
Second down and 7. Second and 7. Handoff, Henry. Gets a couple again.
Makes the tackle.
Christmas is pretty good. Thank you, Jessica, for asking.
Welcome to the clubhouse.
Welcome to the clubhouse, Angel Ortega. Thank you for subbing it up.
In the Ravens defense that feels like they've got a whole new energy to them after a sluggish start to the second half.
You see Jordan Love sitting there next to Clayton Tune also. And to get him right, Malik Willis coming back.
Malik Willis coming back out on the field.
Willis Reed.
Crowd cheering for it.
Here comes Willis. 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. Handoff again. Henry. First down. Out to midfield.
13 yards. He's got 178 tonight.
178 tonight for Henry.
Watch these guys work. And they're just moving bodies. The center, Linderbaum. Lele, the right guard. He's kind of been much maligned this year, but he's doing a nice job tonight. He's been dominant from the right guard position. And Derrick Henry on 3rd and 5 picks it up easily.
First down, Ravens at the 49.
Told us whenever things don't go well, he usually responds by running angry. We've seen that start to finish tonight.
Pitch, Mitchell.
Mitchell.
Gain of about 3, maybe 4 at the most.
Green Bay 49 by Van Ness.
First yard timeout. Green Bay.
Green Bay takes a timeout.
Elected to start using the timeouts here with 4:35 to play, trying to conserve the clock. Assuming now with Willis coming out of the locker room, you see him throwing, that he'll be ready to go if they get the ball back.
I wonder what he did that they fixed that quickly. He was able to get back out there so fast.
What happens with the result of the game? 18 of 21, 288 yards and a touchdown in the air. 2 rushing touchdowns with 60 yards amassed. And you've said it a couple times, but outside of Malik Willis, their running game is non-existent.
He was the running game.
He's done everything for this group. 9 different receivers. The second half in particular, he's the first Packers quarterback to have 285.
Second down and 10. 2nd and 10. Welcome in, Edwin. Handoff up the middle. Short gain.
Sandwiched after a gain of
3rd down and another timeout called. Social 310. Welcome in.
30-second timeout.
4.5 minutes remaining.
32nd timeout.
The leadership from Willis. And the key with him is obviously he wants to help his team.
No problem, John.
But you've got to remember, this is also an audition for all the other NFL teams. His contract runs out at the end of this season. Green Bay can have a choice. They're going to do whatever they can to try to bring him back. But performances like this,
who could start
performances like this change minds around the NFL.
And again,
4:30 on the clock.
Quarterback now, having been here in Green Bay with Matt LaFleur, with Jordan Love, than he was when he played at Tennessee.
3rd down and 4. 3rd and 4. Handoff, Henry. He's going to be short by about a yard. Ravens will probably go for it here.
And so 4th and short. Let's see what John Harbaugh likes to do. Looks like Matt LaFleur will keep that final timeout.
Yeah, you have to go for it here. I mean, it's the way your guys run it.
We've seen Mark Andrews line up and the quarterback sneak it a number of times this year. Derrick Henry's got 184 yards. Patrick Ricard is a big body at 300 pounds.
He's going to let it go down and use a timeout here and make it.
He's going to let it go all the way down and take a timeout. Hey, Lamont's great. Welcome in. Ravens will take a timeout.
First yard timeout. 30-second timeout.
This offensive line for Baltimore, there's been some criticism at different points in the year, but not tonight. They've been outstanding. They've been sticking on blocks. They've been powerful. They've been dominant. Sometimes they've had extra offensive linemen in.
Waiting on this timeout to be over.
Doing a great job as a lead blocker. Coleman, Andrews, likely all 3 times involved in the run blocking game. Ronnie Stanley, left tackle. Andrew Voorhees, left guard.
Andrews is going to line up behind center. That's what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen here.
Baltimore gets to the line. Andrews is the quarterback.
They jumped. Green Bay jumped. Offside defense. The Ravens got the first down. They didn't even have to do anything.
Andrews is going to move the chains on the penalty.
Features zone infraction, number 94 defense. 5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
There's the hard count right there by Mark Andrews. Right over the nose of the ball. I mean, they look like they're lined up offsides. But they all move forward.
Jeez, did he fully get into the neutral zone there? There was a clear jump by Brooks, and Linderbaum did the right thing by touching him. Turner Holly gives us a thumbs up, so he's never wrong, at least in my opinion. So that means that Brooks was in the neutral zone. Correct call.
Handoff up the middle. Henry again.
Even further for Baltimore. Derrick Henry can add to his tally. Just tied a career high.
Inside the 30 to the 29.
You said 25, right? Well, I changed it at halftime. You did. That's right. I upped it to 35. Yes. It might still be 45 before we're done.
He's up to 190 yards. And
He's 10 yards away from 200.
Approaching 3 minutes to play with a desperate Baltimore team.
70 plays for the Baltimore offense, only 38 for the Packers. 49 runs, 21 passes.
From the 29, 2nd and 3. Mitchell, spin move, tackle behind the line. He lost a yard. 3rd down and 4 there.
Looks like Steve Huntley is going to get another win, or position to get another win. They only have one game this year that they beat.
Don't forget, we will be live tomorrow for the Steelers and the Browns at 1 o'clock. Live tomorrow night for the Bears and the 49ers at 8 o'clock. We hope you'll be here.
Well, again, it goes back to what we've talked about with Lamar Jackson, where he is so special when he is 100% healthy. But there have been very few games, if any, since the start of the season that he has been.
3rd and 5, 3rd and 5. Play action. Huntley's going to run for it. Got it. First down. That takes you to the 2-minute warning.
Chicago. When they take that final timeout, Green Bay looks like.
Oh, Green Bay takes the final timeout.
Or is there a challenge? Did Matt LaFleur, so he took the challenge flag out there. Is he challenging the ruling on the field?
Green Bay is challenging the spot in the previous play.
Interesting decision for Matt LaFleur. Last gasp effort here. Take another look. It was that second surge by Huntley.
They're going to challenge it.
Oh, did the knee go down just before he had the first down yardage? Really good ball.
You know, Greg, I don't have anybody that I like in that game tomorrow. I just want both teams to bring their A game. And you need Caleb Williams to have a really solid game with limited mistakes. And if you get that, it could be an exceptional game. And I'm excited for that potential.
Looks like it's a first down. If anything, I imagine that
CMC has been off the chart lately. Can the Bears slow him down? I don't know. That's going to be interesting.
I don't. It has to be clear and obvious that he's short, and it's just not from the angles.
After the rolling on the field stands, first down Baltimore.
Rolling on the field stands, first down Baltimore.
That's the 3rd time out for Green Bay, so they can't stop it the rest of the way. And Snoop Huntley in relief of Lamar Jackson. And Tom mentioned the start against Chicago earlier this year, a 30-16 win, week 8. Looks like he's going to lead his team to a 34-24 win here in week 17 in Green Bay.
He's played spectacularly. I mean, both he and Willis have both been fun to watch. They both have been outstanding, but
First down and 10.
Huntley has played this game plan perfectly.
Pitch. Henry. He's gone. Touchdown, Derrick Henry. Wow.
His career high at 4 touchdowns in 2018 against Jacksonville with the Titans. The Cheese Graters are out for the Ravens. And Baltimore is...
What a run for Henry. He's got 216 yards and 4 touchdowns tonight.
And of course, Ricard leading the way. A tired and beat up Green Bay defense. No match for Derrick Henry. And that gave him his 7th career 200-yard game, which is the most.
Extra points good.
History.
156 left. What a game.
24, we go to the 2-minute warning with a bang. Derrick Henry on the night in Green Bay.
Good, but Dad really is a wizard.
So 2 games tomorrow. Monday Night Football. We'll be covering games next weekend. We got a lot of football to cover. A lot of football to cover over the next couple weeks. A ton of football to cover. Yeah, it went over. How about that? 65.
Wi-Fi for 5 years.
That's crazy.
$50 a month. Xfinity. Imagine that.
I don't think anybody would have thought that was going to happen.
You've tried losing the weight by yourself. If weight loss isn't clicking, there may be another option.
Now, the Ravens aren't going to try for anything else. There's not enough time. They're up 17.
ZBvsBAL helps adults with
So.
obesity lose weight and keep it off. People taking ZBvsBAL lost up to 48 pounds. ZBvsBAL is the first and only obesity treatment of its kind. And there are multiple savings options available, even if you don't have insurance.
I don't do any college football, Jessica. YouTube lets it all be broadcast.
Welcome to the clubhouse.
Welcome to the clubhouse. Catering. YouTube lets it all be broadcast illegally. I can't compete with that.
Stop ZBvsBAL and call your doctor if
Thank you, Coach O.
or a serious allergic reaction.
Michael says it will not sit well.
Pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression, or suicidal thoughts before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills.
George, welcome in. He says, bear down. We're covering them tomorrow. We'll see how it all plays out tomorrow. Huh? Did you have him?
52 points.
Did you have Henry?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's great, dude. There's no way you can lose.
There is a good chance. He still has A-Chain, Puka, Kyle Pitts.
I mean, yeah, but you've got to be up a bunch.
Oh, it's 107 to 27.
You are?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had a good defense too, right? Say hi to everybody, Preston. Preston had Henry in his Super Bowl for fantasy, so he's pretty happy.
I had him in both my leagues.
Oh yeah, there you go.
In 200-yard rushing games, his 7th of his career.
He is first ballot Hall of Famer.
As a Raven or as a Titan?
I don't know, but that'll be interesting to see what he goes in as.
I still have Jalen Warren.
Welcome to the clubhouse.
Warren could go off too.
That's true. Oh, there's a subscriber from another side of the world.
I have Warren and Hurts. So
Okay.
I just need them.
Oh, you got Jalen Hurts, your quarterback still?
Yeah.
It should be
I got
fun.
Hurts, there's Buffalo, and Warren, there's Cleveland.
Okay. Here's the kick. Everybody's saying hi to you. Touchback.
Wanted to feed the big man. And after the touchdown, Lamar Jackson, he crowned.
He's so excited about his fantasy right now. Big smile on his face. He just went into the other room.
Isaiah likely said, no, hold on. We got to make sure our guy who actually graded this defense is the one who wears it. And Derek's like, all right, I'm good. Take it back. I'll tell you what, those two guys were both outstanding. Makes it a lot easier.
Can't believe he's wearing a cheese grater on the field there.
Well, Malik Willis did come back out, but now with this game out of reach, Clayton Tune stays in there.
Tune stays in there. Handoff, short run.
We talked to Matt before this week, and he said that they really learned their lesson from last year. Week 18, meaningless game for playoff seeding in their respect. And Christian Watson playing in that game tears his ACL and misses the playoffs, misses the beginning of
Another 9,000 views on this video tonight. That's pretty awesome. Quick out complete to Wilson, just shy of midfield.
that. Now the experience is if they have
Thank you, everybody, for subscribing on the way out. That's very nice of you.
He's likely going to change his feelings on how to play the game.
You're about the three-peat rules. Good for you. Tune, look at the throw.
This now makes 3 losses in a row for the team. You know, think about how you want to be playing as you go into the playoffs. This is not necessarily the way you want to be getting there. But you want to get Jordan Love back. You don't want to get any other key guys hurt.
We had a good day on the channel.
For the Ravens,
Close to 20,000 channel views in 2 games. That's pretty solid.
right? They're going to pull for Cleveland.
And we had 360 watching on that one, 4 something watching tonight. Let me see this right. Billy DeBono. What happened to 199 super chat? That's a great question. They stopped using him halfway through.
Way to get his team to the playoffs.
Thank you, Billy, for that. Very gracious. They stopped using him in the second quarter. I don't know what happened to him.
NFL season across the board. Just so many.
A lot of new names in the chat. A lot of new people coming in. Thank you so much.
And then you still remember, as you look at all the division leaders and all the inexperience in terms of playoff success of the quarterbacks that right now would be in line to start. You get a Baltimore team in there. This is what John Harbaugh felt. Just get onto the dance floor, and we can do some damage, especially if they find a way to win this week, obviously, and then in a showdown.
Handoff, off tackle, short run, cross midfield.
With the momentum going into the postseason as Wilson takes it to midfield. Stay tuned for the Chevrolet postgame featuring Catherine's interviews with the stars of the game and a look ahead to Bears versus Niners tomorrow night. Sunday night football. And even though the Bears will be NFC North champs with this Green Bay loss, there is still a chance at the one.
Zaire Ravens, what's up? Welcome in. Welcome in.
With a San Francisco team that controls
Bandibus Q. Zaire, you're new here. Well, welcome in. Hit the sub. Come back anytime, buddy. 29 seconds left of this one. Thank you to the moderators for helping tonight. All the new subscribers throughout the day today, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you to Billy for his super chat, K. Willoughby for the gifting of 5. Thank you to all those in the chat. Also, many of you in ninja mode. Thank you so much. We're coming up on 9,000 views. Ravens are taking a knee. So grateful, everybody. Come back tomorrow with us for Steelers. Steelers and Browns at 1 o'clock. Steelers and Browns at 1 o'clock. We will see you there, everybody. Good night, and thank you so much again for being here.